Last we left off, the guerrilla strike on the garrison house and the Crimson Coin had begun. Kicked off with explosives and fireworks at 2 points in town by the anarchists, your group, allied with the Smiths, entered in spectacular fashion. Gord true polymorphed Hondo into a massive, stone-eating purple worm, who charged through the outer barricades, began tunneling underneath the garrison house and destabilizing the compound from beneath. Following in the wake of the worm, you all charged into the dungeons beneath the main building, found and freed Kellic Barrelbane, and surprisingly found the Archivist as well. Then, before following the Smiths up into combat in the atrium of this ornate bank compound. While Hondo crashed through and wreaked havoc, you all made your way into an office that would hold clues and keys to grant you access to the vaults below on the directions of the Archivist. Inside this office, you found a demure Yugoloth who, rather than fight you, fled invisibly beyond leaving you to find somewhat charred drawings of a handful of constellations, a marked star chart, and a book of some note titled The Infernal Crusade. With these pieces, you began making your way to the center of the room, to the base of the skeletal draconic statue, the Miser's Rest, where you found a keyhole and passage to the vault below. However, before descending, a number of things happened. Striding into the atrium, the general and a pair of red-armored justiciars casually took stock of your presence and your brazen assault. His confidence overflowed and was prepared to strike with deadly force when Hondo's purple worm form made contact with the explosive storage structure on the west wall. In a fiery blast, a rain of ash and rock blew the western wall. Towers and a massive chunk of mercenaries were felled by the explosion. Alongside, unfortunately, Hondo's worm form as well. Hondo was sent sprawling and tumbling down into the tunnel he had created, though relatively unscathed. With that moment of distraction and destruction, the courtyard has become a chaotic battlefield. As the Smiths moved to finish any survivors, and those careening out of the sky came Mordenkainen with steel predators in pursuit. Hoping your allies would hold the line, Hondo threw up a cloud of fog to obscure you from the general, and together you attempted to descend beneath the vault, nearly losing Gord along the way, but managing to evade for now. And you continued to hold the line with a wall of force, holding off your pursuers for now. Below, you worked your way through the locks and wards before finally reaching the vault itself. Electing to break through one of the vault's antagonized stone golem guardians, but still you breached the vault where the golden stone came to life, this animated horde that began to fight back as you entered. In the fray, you took a beating, Gord worst of all, and it could have gotten way worse had not for some good rolls on your end. But nonetheless, your success here currently still holds. Finding 3 illusory passages in the vault, arcanely protected, you turned a petrified beholder's eye to face the correct passage, and inside another vault, you found the Book of Keeping atop a pedestal within this small vault room. With time trickling away, your pursuers not far behind, and an item steeped in powerful, ancient magic before you, we begin. Those of you standing would be Hondo and Mary at the door. The two of you were the ones who had opened the vault and had been working together to open the actual vault door. It's a tight hallway, and still 10 feet across, but to open the door itself is big and puts you shoulder to shoulder. As the door opens and as you look within, you can feel this radiating energy, and almost in the center of your chest, in your eardrums, you can hear this dull thrum or buzzing of something primeval in the same tone, and yet it almost, with your presence, seems to like skip a beat, like a heartbeat. There's just something unsettling. As the two of you are closest, Boone, Gord, and Alana kind of have you guys standing back a little ways. Boone, you feel your connection to the wall of force suddenly shatter violently.
My wall of force, what I used before he was able to jump in, it's gone. He's coming.
Get the fuck ready.
What are you doing?
How far away are we from where we need to be right now?
Where you need to be?
In the room.
Where do you need to be?
Where Gord needs to get. Like, are we... Sorry.
I'm not sure I understand.
Right now, we are in the mouth of a hallway.
Yeah.
And Boone's Wall of Force is at the other end of this hallway, or is it?
It's at, like, when you guys came down the platform.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. So he's not, on the other side of the door. He is through the whole labyrinth we've been through already.
He's at the entrance coming, presumably, down the tunnel beneath the Miser Drake now.
You might have like a VIP card to just get here, though. We don't know how long it's going to take him.
You've not closed a single door.
Nope.
Everything is a straight through line to you from here, and it's not a particularly long and large vault series. There's one small room where it descends into. There's a larger room with the lock boxes on the side, and then into the vault. It's even moving at a decent pace. You've got 3 or 4 rounds at best, and it's going to start ticking down now.
Okay.
Gord needs to go learn that book. Gord needs to go to the book, investigate it, start learning the name.
Okay. Gord, you reach into the vault to grab hold of the Book of Keeping.
Maybe we should check for traps first. Hano, maybe we should check for traps. This could be scary.
I will say I'm pretty confident you guys had already done this end of last game. The amount of traps surrounding leading here mean that the vault itself is relatively safe. The only trap being the book itself is not exactly welcoming.
Yeah.
But there aren't any. I do want to point out there is still a trap at your feet in the floor, etched into the tiles directly on the other side of the illusory wall and up to the vault wall, that 15-foot span. Each tile has a powerful and deadly trap sigil carved into it. It is currently deactivated along with the illusory wall by the direction of the petrified beholder's eye that you guys have put in this direction. But obviously it's suppressed while in that cone, but otherwise is not deactivated. Does that make sense?
The cone is also going to impact us.
Yes.
Yep.
So the question is, do we want to get out of this and turn things back so the cone is back pointing? Oh no, there's a golem in there who's stuck in the...
There are 2 golems side by side, just outside on the first front edge of the cone that are just waiting like mid-stride and frozen. I will point out as well, I'm sorry, just obviously it's been 2 weeks since we played. One of them is severely hurt. They've been chipped and broken down. The other less so, but it has taken a beating. They're not fresh. But obviously it's going to take time to destroy them, and you don't have a ton of time.
Mm-hmm. The question is what Gord does right now. What's Gord doing?
I can inspire him.
Do it.
Or I'll inspire.
You are in the cone of no magic.
Oh.
Pull him aside.
We have to get out of the cone of no magic before anyone can do anything.
Okay,
I want to make 2 things clear currently. Did someone grab the book out of the vault, and you're all going to clear the cone, or is anyone staying within the cone, or are you moving the cone in any way? Because positioning is currently going to matter.
Oh, so like I'd have to move the cone to get at, and
you guys can step think of the room segmented into quarters, kind of like wedges.
Like a pizza.
Yeah, 3/4 of the room is outside the cone. So you just have to go back into the main vault, and then there's the 3 smaller alleys to the miniature vaults. As long as you're clear of the angle of the cone, you're totally fine in this space up here. But that means someone has to take the book through and out, and then you can do any of the stuff you want to do. But that involves someone grabbing hold of the book.
Okay,
Someone just has to do it.
If Hano and I are there, I'll grab it.
Okay, you reach in
and give it to Gord
and hold the book. There's no immediate fire and brimstone, but there's a as you grab hold of it and you begin to exit the hallway and exit the vault and cross into the threshold of this anti-magic. Your armor is dull. Your weapons are dull. But the book still thrums with magic. This is older and more ancient, more powerful than this field can contain. But there's no sudden smiting that comes of it. But as you hand it off, you're going to hand it off to Gord?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to hand it off to Gord and just draw Mage's Bane, just so I have it out just in case.
Okay, so is everyone now clear of the cone?
Yeah, I'll be standing clear of the cone, just like staring down the hall where I think the general's coming.
Okay. Give me a perception check. And what is the plan going forward from here?
I
I
think
think we need to see what happens. As of right now, we need to keep Gord safe. Well, maybe, Elena, if you like fucking up that one golem that's almost dead, just to get that shit out of our way. And while it's still in anti-magic, you can still hit shit without magic.
Yeah.
Where is everyone else standing or doing? Someone needs to stay with Gord. I'm thinking Hondo or Boone, because Boone, if he has to make any out of game, if he has to make any saves,
That's true.
you want to be near him.
I'll be with him.
Okay.
I'll be with him. Brawley, how does your Super Saiyan mode work? Where you go like Super Saiyan Thor mode?
Oh, the
And Kyle,
avatar?
Yeah, and Kyle, just so you know, I got a 2 on my perception.
Too many things happening. It does like darken beyond this room, and this room is not particularly well lit. You like quick glance, don't see anything good enough. Back to matters at hand.
Yep. Yeah, what's it called? Storm's avatar? How does that fucking work?
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up.
God, I wish Keith was here.
I know.
He would know what to do.
He would just scream at me.
Hammer?
Where'd it go?
Should be.
Gord,
in
how are you
your
doing for?
hammer?
It's in Belt of the Tempest.
Belt. It's described.
Oh, when this is happening, Brock, how are you doing for hit points right now?
Yeah, how are you, Gord? I think you cast a healing spell. Let me check.
98 of 110.
May as well get that fucking full. You're going to be taking some damage. If you have a healing potion or something, you may as well take it.
Gord has a superior potion and 3 regular potions.
Currently, or were any of those used in the?
No, I've been keeping track. So he has all those.
Okay, because I know, if I'm not mistaken, Gord used the staff to heal, and Boone used a
Yes.
significant amount of your lay on hands on Boone, on Gord as well. So
That's right. Yep.
that would have brought him up from 0. And I think Hondo used a potion to save Gord, if I'm not mistaken. So Hondo's down 1.
Oh, Jesus, I'm way lower than I thought.
You guys took a bit of a
Jeez.
beating against the Stone
You should use the
Golems.
superior or something.
I'm going to take a potion.
Okay. With everyone clear, I'm gonna 1 round
That makes sense.
doing actions, talking, getting in position. 1 round down. It's only 6 seconds, so things are moving quick. Nobody, even with your very high passive perceptions across the group here, nothing is jumping out at you, but one of your rounds has slipped away after Boone has said the wall has fallen. So for anyone who is curious, Elena's Storm Avatar, as an action, she can become this Avatar of Storm, giving her immunity to thunder and lightning. She can throw lightning bolts in place of ranged attacks. And I believe,
Can't
that's
you
all it
fly,
does.
or did I make that up?
That is likely a later version.
Something else version of it? Gotcha.
This is, I think, the Belt of the Tempest is the base version. I don't think that's like exalted or anything like that yet. I think Stormbreaker's 1 up.
Well, just something in our back pocket. If things get crazy, you got that going.
Yeah, exactly.
so
I
I'll
just
stay next
rolled
to
so
Gord.
many fucking 4s on this potion.
Great.
I'm jacked. I am up to full. I'm so excited.
Sick.
Gord, did you take any potions while we're talking about this?
You got a
yet,
regular?
I'm looking at what I got.
You got a regular or a superior?
Just may as well take a regular as a bonus action, but then like after that we need to start looking at this book to see what the fuck you need to do.
That's a good idea.
Yep, I won't penalize you a full round to just take a potion bottle. It looks like Gord in his kit has 1 potion of healing and 1 superior. Nope, I lied. The quantity is over here. 3 potions of healing, 1 superior potion. Scott's right. So Gord, Brock, if you want to take a regular potion, it's 2d4 plus 2. If you want, I wouldn't recommend taking the superior if you're only down.
Yeah, it's like overkill.
12 or something like that. But you could take a regular potion with 2d4 plus 2.
It's like throwing a hyper potion on your Pikachu when he's only down like 10 HP. You don't want to do
Yeah. Unless you're balling out. But time is dwindling. These preparations underway. Gord, do you begin perusing the tome? Or is there any other preparations your group wants to make?
I'll stand next to Gord, put my hand on him, just like be near him. And Hondo, if we're out of this cone, did you want to do your inspiration idea?
If we're out, yeah, I'll do it.
You guys are clear?
Right. What's your inspo? 1d8 or 1d6?
I think I want to say D8, but I will double check.
I think you are a D8, and what do you say to inspire Gord?
Yeah.
Or do?
I will say, Gord, it's time to let your balls hang out.
So inspiring. What? I just like look at him, kind of nod, look back at Gord, look at the book.
Okay. Gord, do you begin reading?
Yep.
Okay.
So jovial.
Yes, I do. Knowing in the vision, the name was deep within, not just in the first couple of pages, but at the heart of the book. You begin like grabbing a chunk and flipping open. And for the first few pages, you do just see text you just do not understand. Languages, multiple different languages, and not even language, names that don't have meaning. So it just seems like a jumble of odd, dark sigils and etchings. However, you keep moving through the book, and with each page turn, you feel an overwhelming draw, this sensation that grips the center of you. And all of you watch as spilling from the book, surrounding Gord's feet and licking over towards Boone at his side and kind of spilling out, just this pale smoke just begins to envelop. Gord, your hands no longer turn the pages, and as you feel this kind of alien probing into your mind, this knowledge from this ancient tome that knows what you're here for, knows what you're seeking. And the book suddenly flips to this page. Fire erupts and ensnares Gord. Boone, do you keep your hand on his shoulder as he is engulfed in flame?
Sure.
For the first one, I do. For the first.
Okay. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. As Gord, you are considered incapacitated currently.
21. And I'm
Okay.
resistant to fire. That doesn't do damage.
It is, despite the flames, it's a mental burst. However, you feel this force as the fire licks up. It doesn't scar your hand or harm you in any way, but you can feel a force attempt to throw you and snap your mind, and you just grip and bear down through it, holding onto Gord, gripping tightly against his shoulder. Gord, you are considered incapacitated in terms of the condition. You cannot take actions or reactions. You are unaware of what's happening in the room beyond you. As this book and you engage in a mental battle to find the name of the devil. This hidden, secretive knowledge. Knowledge more ancient than any language you've ever spoken. This is one of the first names. As the four of you kind of sit back and watch, holding on and praying that whatever happens here succeeds. You watch the flame and smoke erupt and coalesce, and you hear this hissing, this infernal as you watch fire begin to erupt into a giant snake. Another snake of flame begins to grow and envelop and just from the smoke enter into the fray as three massive flaming serpents come from the book and from its devilish origin. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no.
Fuck. Maybe we should just leave. What if we just left now?
Fuck the rest of the world. Let's just hide away.
This is scary. How do I only have +1 to initiative? Like, what's going on out here?
You a slow boy.
Nice, Hondo.
Ooh, Gord rolled well too.
You guys are positioned.
Boone's not officially in the party in D&D
Oh,
Beyond, so I
goodness.
can't see those things unless I'm looking at
Oh.
the sheet. But I love seeing it. It gives me joy.
Mary, Hondo, and Alana, where would you like to position yourselves in relation to Gord and Boone here? This is the vault you came from. This is obviously the door. And currently, actually this guy should be a little closer. Currently the angle would be right along that line and roughly that line for the cone.
So where's Gordon Boone? Okay. Put me one step to the right and one step back towards, or like toward down and left from our view. Yeah. And
Okay.
like, because my thought was I wanted to be blocking them from the door where the general comes in. So that's where I would have put myself.
Okay. Alana and Hondo, position.
I would have been getting ready to go and like take out the last golem. So wherever that entrance is, I would be there.
Okay, so yeah, if we put you kind of beside these two, in between them, that'll
Okay.
put you there. Hondo, you're currently just kind of kicking up here.
I'm thinking I'll hide at the doorway so that if the general comes, I can get a sneak attack.
Okay. As you guys have taken those positions before the flaming snakes arrive, these creatures do begin to just coalesce in form of fire before you. One here. One here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll put one right. And with initiatives roll, 25 to 20.
30.
Damn.
Oof.
Already for this guy.
Okay. Anyone else? 25 to 20? 20 to 15?
19 for me.
Okay.
Gord got 17.
17.
And I got 16.
Okay.
Where's our
Alana?
sweet Raleigh?
Well-
13.
Okay.
Nice! Great.
Mary, you said 19?
Yes.
And that is fine. Okay. Obviously, Hondo, you're up first.
Okay, so sorry, who are the two red guys again?
Those are fiery snakes.
These
Okay.
are fiery snakes attack.
Since I'm near the fiery snake, I'll go after that one first.
I got it. That puts you
I'm-
flanking with Mary. You do have advantage on your attack if you go to attack.
Let me go with. I'm trying to think. Do I have? This is not like Squirtle and Charmander, is it? Where I can put them out.
This is the eternal debate of Kevin Karanja being like,
This
it's like
is-
Pokemon, right?
151
It's okay, it's my first
games
instinct
in.
too.
It's 151 games in.
Okay,
No,
well,
it's not like Pokemon.
I'll think of them as like a physical snake, so I will go with the Dragon Slayer longsword.
Okay.
Cool.
Go ahead and make your attack with that blade.
I thought you were gonna say like, so I'll seduce them with the power of dance or something like that.
So I'll attempt to speak to them. Ask if they want to be friends.
Okay, my roll 14,
Okay.
and it's plus 10.
Okay. That definitely hits. You do not get any additional benefit. They don't appear to be draconic in nature.
Mhm.
However, you still deal regular magical blade damage. So end your sneak attack for being flanking with Mary.
So that's 66, or is it 4? Sorry. Sneak is 6 or 4?
It should be 6 or more, I think.
Yeah, 66 for sneak attack. So
There you go.
1,
Oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it says
The
1d8 and 1d10.
No, the D10 is if you're using
Oh,
both
sorry.
hands, which is, yeah.
So
So
1d8.
It's a D8. That's right.
Okay, so total, and then plus 4. So total is 23 plus 4, 27.
27 points of damage. Hell yeah.
Fast math.
You rush up there and immediately, just like, you have this plan of waiting for the general. You have a blade at the ready, and immediately you just see newcomers into the fray and know, action is ready to be taken, and you dive forward with the blade already in the ready, and you pierce through. There's resistance as there is like a semi-physical form. However, as you strike into the flame, you do take 2 points of fire damage from the literal attack into flame as it kind of flares back at you. That's your action. You have a bonus action and like 25 more feet of movement.
This is a tough one for a bone. I mean, I guess I will use. I can't use Whisper as a bonus, can I?
Yeah, technically it's a light weapon. Absolutely.
Okay, Whisper it is.
Okay, you just don't get a secondary sneak attack, so it's just Whisper's blade damage if you hit.
Okay. So I roll a d20, comes out to a 5 plus 14, 19.
A 19 does hit, absolutely. Go ahead and roll with the psychic damage of Whisper, so 3d4s.
Total comes out to 9 plus 4, I think it is.
No, it should be more than that.
8, sorry, 9 plus 8.
Yeah, 17 points of damage.
What a
With
turn.
2 magical blades, you carve into the snake with the second strike. You do take an additional 9 points of fire damage. With each strike, there is fire licking back out at you.
Do you have any fire resistance, or is it
I have
just
fire
cold?
defense. Yeah, it says cold and fire.
So
yeah, that
here's the
comes
thing.
from-
You normally would. You should, in
I
fact.
should. I do agree.
However,
Oh.
for some reason, Frostbite is not acting as it should.
Spooky.
Frostbite is in the little dais thing.
No, Frostbite's been taken back.
Oh, has it?
Frostbite's in his its sheath on Hondo's person, but for some reason its abilities are not working for you.
So wait, Frostbite is what gives me my fire defense?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Frostbite gives you additional cold damage on the weapon, and because of its cold, it shields you from some of the worst of heat.
Yeah, like try unclicking Frostbite, Kevin, and see what it does.
Okay.
You know how there's little aerials?
Yeah. Let's see, Frost.
I think you might still have defense against cold, because I thought that was from being a trainer, but I could be wrong.
Wait, would I do that under attack?
No, if you go
in
under
your
inventory,
Inventory. Oh yeah,
There's
for
like
my
little-
tuned.
Yep.
No.
Lose that.
not attuned, but just in
Oh, yeah.
your
I see it.
it says whether you're wielding it, so just try unclicking it and see what
I did.
it does.
And it says
It's your
no.
resistance.
Yeah, it's just cold now.
So currently, Frostbite is non-magical.
Ooh.
So that is your action. Bonus action. Are you going to stay there or are you going to move?
I will stay.
Okay, that takes us to these Hellfire spirits, who did in fact roll pretty good.
Yeah.
Immediately standing behind Gord and Boone, this Hellfire spirit strikes with two flaming fanged mouths, one at each of you.
Okay.
One strike will do Boone. Oop. That is not good. That is 12 to hit.
Nope.
And one against Gord is a 14 to hit.
What's Gordo's AC?
Miss.
Does not strike. This target here swoops forward with advantage to attack Gord. Actually, well, yeah. First attack will try and bite at Gord with its bite. At advantage, still rolls like shit, and it's only a 14 to hit, so it does not hit.
Sick.
And then we'll switch over to this side and go for Boone with a swipe, which is an 18 to hit Boone.
20.
Okay, no hits. The one between Mary and Hondo is going to... it's actually going to attempt to turn back on Hondo, and instead of trying to bite, is going to make one constrict attack.
Ooh.
Okay.
And let's see,
This is Hondo's fantasy.
that is a 21 to hit Hondo.
It's not true.
Yep,
Which I
that will
believe
definitely
hits.
Oof.
So, Hondo, you suffer 7 points of bludgeoning damage and an additional 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
However, you are grappled and restrained as its fiery form wraps around you and binds and constricts like a boa constrictor. So it takes your space, binding and constricting.
Like an Ekans.
Is it moving out of my range?
To constrict him, it's large enough that it can kind of envelop him. Well, actually, no, he would have been one space away. So yeah, it actually does have to kind of shift. No, sorry, it has reach. So he doesn't.
Well, but I don't have reach, right? So if it's coming out of my...
I know, but I don't have to move, is what I'm saying.
Okay, no problem.
But that ends their turn. It takes us to you.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to kick up my shield.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Shield up.
And this thing just fucked up Hondo. Previously, I was concerned about maybe we shouldn't hurt this shit, but it's trying to attack us now. So, the other one's trying to attack the other two, but now this one has Hondo, so fuck them. I'll try to hit it. I'll see what we can do. I have Mage's Bane out.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, that wasn't very good. That is only a... Oh, actually, it's still okay. 40, 56. 21.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I'm using this with two hands, just like I was with Affliction. So I don't know my...
Yep.
I don't
So
have my short
D10.
sword anymore.
Mhm.
It's only a 4 plus 8. 12.
That is enough. As you kind of swipe through two-handed, getting a good strike, freeing Hondo as you carve it, and it just kind of dissipates in a blast of fire and smoke. You do suffer 10 points of fire damage from that.
Okay.
But Hondo is freed as you destroy creature.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah. Okay. So how much movement? I have plenty of movement. I'll try to get up to the other one.
Kyle, are these things tethered to the book, or they came out of the book and now they're in this space?
It's hard to tell where the smoke and fire ends and they begin, but they definitely came from it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Mary, this would give you advantage flanking against this one.
Okay. The 16 plus a lot.
It
I know
does use your
7.
full movement, but that does
Yeah,
hit.
that's fine. I know a 7 hits, so anything else should too. And I have sneak, right?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Oh shit! I wasn't rolling. Should I roll psychic?
Yep. Doesn't
Okay,
seem
I didn't
to
roll,
have.
I didn't roll psychic last time.
No,
It didn't really matter.
it ultimately, honestly, wasn't going to matter what you rolled. It had very little health left. They're not particularly strong or hard to hit.
26 points of damage.
26. Excellent.
And well, how much damage do I take?
You take 6 points of fire damage.
Okay, and I have one more attack. May as well use it.
Mhm.
With advantage. No natural 20, but still very good. $17 points of damage.
17 points, yeah.
Much better rolls.
Again, like you can feel this thing is starting to waver already as you strike in hard and fast, and you take an additional 3 points of fire damage on this second strike.
3 points, okay.
So that's your full round of attacks and your bonus action and all your movement, actually.
Yep, so I'll just free action to just kind of call out, say, Alana, we're fine for now. Still just take that weak one out, just in fucking case.
Okay.
That's it.
End of Mary's turn. That takes us to Gord. Gord, you feel this. You lose sight of anything. You drop into this white hot space. It feels like the crackling of flame on all sides, like you are engulfed, and you can feel a presence, a sense of something. You've been in the presence of Orcus. You've been in the presence of the Raven Queen. This is greater than both. This is something akin to standing in front of the sun itself. It is awe-inspiring and liable to break you down at your core. And yet you draw something from it, knowing your pursuit here of knowledge of this name, and you can hear what sounds like this shrieking sound of wind, but you are perceptive enough to catch words, names being shrieked upon the wind. There is something caught in the wind you're trying to seek, and it's trying to fight through that, is what we're going to do. The book is trying to fight back against you. They're going to be contested rolls. The book has its own modifier based on its power level. Each round of combat that we're in here, each round of you reading the book, we are going to roll head-to-head, different saving throws. On a success, you learn a piece of the name. On a failure, something happens. So, for the first one, we're going to make a charisma saving throw. Roll a d20, add your charisma saving throw. You have a +2 with Boone standing beside you, and you have Hondo's inspiration should you need it. And I will roll as well.
Yo, fuck this book. Come on, Gord.
The DC for this is a 19.
Does he get plus?
5.
It's a 5.
That a boy?
The first barrier you pierce through, this shrieking sound. You've literally spent 60 years in torture in the abyss. This is nothing. And you push through the shriek, and you latch onto mentally. There's not a physical component. You mentally catch what they're trying not to say, and you get the first part of a word you can't yet decipher. But we'll come back to you on your next turn.
You're killing me. You're killing me.
As one more
Spooky snake?
spooky snake erupts as Gord's success kicks out another fire snake over onto the side here. That is going to end Gord's turn and take us to Boone.
Boone
We're gonna get a
dead.
new one of these every fucking round.
At least.
At least. I will attack the one that attacks Gord and I guess there's two, eh? I'll
Yes,
attack-
there's one behind you, or the one ahead that Mary attacked gives you advantage because you're flanking.
Thank you. I'll do that one, please.
You got it. Go ahead.
Okay, first. Attacking with Rigorance. Okay, but I have advantage, so 24.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
Okay, roll that. So 4 plus 5 is 9. Do I get... where's that thing? Plus this, Radiant. Does Radiant do damage?
It absolutely does. Actually, mark that for me.
Okay, it was only a 1.
Okay.
So 4 plus 9, and then the 1 radiant damage.
4, 9, 9 total. Or are you adding 4 and 9 for 13?
So sorry, yeah. It was 9 plus the 1 radiant damage.
Okay. That is enough as you see the radiance of your halberd, or glaive, sorry, carved through. Where this one dissipates, as you do carve through it and kill it, that singe of like smoke and flame is burnt away by radiant light as it shrieks. But you do kill it.
Sick. I'll just keep the blade spinning and turn for my second attack on the one behind us.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to move.
I don't have advantage on this one, right?
Nope, straight roll.
It's only 12.
A 12, unfortunately. You spin and strike, and it does shift out of the way, unfortunately.
I'll come up with my little the bottom part of it though.
Okay.
My bonus action. And that is 18.
That does hit.
Okay. So this is 3 plus 5, and then the radiant is 5. So 5 normal, 5 radiant together.
Okay, so the radiant becomes 10.
Sick.
So 15 points of damage.
Just stab it with the pointy end.
Yeah, absolutely. You strike this one, and where that radiance does strike, it shrieks in infernal. Like, you can, it's not so much language, but like you can recognize that's the language it is speaking in this kind of guttural, like cursing you sense. But that is your action, bonus action. Are you going to stay there?
Yes, as long as I'm still within 3 of... Actually, maybe... I couldn't like rotate. No, I'll stay there. I was going to try and rotate around to try and get in between Gord and the other one, but that would probably provoke an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you would have to move out of its range.
I'll stay there, but I'll shriek back at it in Infernal and say like, "Go back to hell." Sorry, go back to hell.
You do, I forgot to say, you take 10 reduced to 5 points of fire damage from your 2 strikes.
Okay. And I didn't take any. I didn't take any damage before on the summoning thing, right?
No. When the new one came out, there was no additional damage.
But when it affected Gordon, when I had his hand on him, did I take any damage there?
So, there was no damage from that concussive kind of blast because you saved. It's an all or nothing. That being said, at the end of your turn, you've spun and you've used your weapon. Are you going to try and give a reassuring hand to Gord, or do you now keep your hands away and just stay in proximity?
I think I would have to be holding with both hands now, so I can't like do that. I have to like be holding the glaive.
Okay. At the end of your turn, in close proximity to Gord, I'd still need you to make a Constitution saving throw, but you can make it at advantage because you're not touching it.
No problem. Oh, only 14.
Okay. The success and that summoned this other fire spirit as you strike down into the second spirit. There's like a burst that you felt the first time, but now you're not focused, and it does kind of catch you by surprise. You do suffer 9 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you are pushed, not so violently that you're thrown prone, but you do kind of slam into this wall and kind of shake yourself free as you're pushed away from Gord in the book.
Would that also provoke an attack of opportunity from it?
Forced movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity, so it's only if you moved of your own free will.
Cool.
So that is going to end Boone's turn. Take us to Alana.
Okay, so I would have heard Mary tell me to take out the golem, so I will first rage and then attack.
Go ahead and make with Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack against Stone Golem.
Okay, that would be 19 to hit.
You bring Stormbreaker the big heavy axe, and just knowing this is your charge for now, you swing the axe and it thuds dully off of the golem as it has to cross the anti-magic barrier to make a strike. And it, even though it is a weapon of legendary proportion, without the magic of its creation, it doesn't have any effect on these creatures who are immune to non-magical weaponry.
Oh my god, it's like a checkmate. Fuck.
Okay.
Well, there's some snakes if you want to hit them.
You still have a second attack and
Okay.
enough movement to 5, 10... Wait, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20... Yeah, you can get to this guy, no problem.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Yeah, you just see like, okay, this isn't going to work. You just turn and see this newly, like, it's like
these guys.
drawing itself up from the smoke that is kind of faintly billowed out across the bottom of the floor. Just as it rises up, you rush into strike. Go ahead with your second attack.
27 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
16 damage.
16 points of damage. You got it. Okay, that's your action, bonus action, and that is your full move to get over to
Yes.
him. Unless there's anything you want to say, that is the end of your turn.
Nope. Just focused on getting him down now.
You got it. Okay. Another round down. Back to the top. Hondo. Hondo, your passives are exceptionally high. Even in the heat of combat, literally heat in some cases. The door to this vault room has been left open. You guys did not make a point to close it or anything like that. So you can see, actually, you're focused this way, but you can hear the heavy clanging, not obscuring by any stealthy measure. They're moving at a brisk pace. You can hear 2 individual sets of heavy armored footsteps falling. And you can turn back, and with your passive perception, you can see the faint kind of shadow of 2 large armored individuals and a third approaching about just kind of into the far side of the outer chamber, like the second chamber there. You gather, I mean, they could in theory be here by the top of next round, or maybe another round, maybe 2, but they're coming.
Do I have enough movement to close the door?
It'll cost you your action, and I'm going to ask for a check to see if you can understand how to lock the door from the inside, but you can close the door. Whether you can lock it, we'll find out.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. You got it. So it's going to burn your action as Hondo goes
Hondo fucking running.
30 feet right to the door, and as you cross the threshold, you can see, as you're getting closer now, I should say, not crossing the threshold, but as you come into this space, the dim, like, kind of ambient light of the outer chamber, this kind of lockbox room, you can see 2 red armored justiciars, and in between them, walking with purpose, no longer smiling, the general. Head down, blade at his side. You can see the red armor wet with fresh blood of the 2 justiciars. You can see the blade in the general's hand is dripping. They have carved through something up above, and they are not coming happily here. As you reach up to grab hold of the door, you grab hold and bring it closed without issue. However, I'd like you to make, let's call it an investigation check.
An investigation. So D20 still?
Yeah, D20 plus your investigation, which is pretty high. Yeah.
17. And my investigation is 13. 30.
You grab hold and you slam the vault closed, hoping that it'll just auto kind of latch as it kind of comes back into position, but it doesn't immediately. You can assume that people don't want to get locked inside their vaults and lost forever. However, you quickly scan around the backside of it, and you can see there is like kind of a release that you can like reach up and smack, and while you have it in place, it does, and there's this dull thud. All of you hear as the door, like the bolts of the door, slam into the sides of the wall, buying you at least 1 extra round.
I have no idea.
That you still have your bonus action, so if you wanted, you could like dash to get back in to the room, or you can do something else with your bonus, but you have used your action now and all of your movement so far.
Wall of water is not is a bonus, is it?
That's a full action, unfortunately.
Okay.
And
At
you
least
used it
get
today?
back out of the way.
Didn't you use your wall of water today? Or am
He
I
used
mixing
fog
that
cloud,
up?
not wall
You used
of
fog
fog.
cloud. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll get back now.
So funny because they're just
to
gonna
my
walk through the
to
wall.
my hiding position.
You're just gonna make them look cooler as they come through a wall.
No,
of
no, no.
water.
That's too. I need to be like behind the corner so they can't see me.
Zoop.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
got it. Okay, that ends Hondo's turn. Takes us to the Hellfire Spirits. This one surrounding Gord is going to attempt to constrict him. Gord, as you are incapacitated, it has advantage on this. Oh, it still rolled like shit. It's only a 15 to hit you, Gord.
16, miss.
Fuck yeah.
Misses. No problem. So, the one who was just summoned and attacked by Alana, you watch as its flame rises up from the floor, and it rears back and lets loose a ball of flame that strikes. Gord automatically fails. Mary and Boone, can you guys make dex saves for me?
Mary and Boone, yep.
Got it. Oh, Jesus. The table.
20, not now.
Success.
16 plus 6. So what's that, 22?
That is a success.
Nice.
So, each of you, actually, you guys succeeded. So you take only, what was that? 10 points of fire damage to the two of you. Boone, you take only 5 for your
Got it.
resistance. Gord, you take a total of 20 points of fire damage.
Oh.
That ends their turn and takes us back to Mary.
Okay. How?
Oh, actually,
10...
sorry.
No. Fuck
Alana, you do get an attack of opportunity as it leaves your range.
Yep. Okay, I'll do that then. 17.
17 does hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not hard to hit.
And I didn't deal
And-
fire damage to you before when you hit it, so I'm
Okay.
going to deal it to you now.
Okay.
So 10 reduced to 5 total for the 2 hits here.
Okay.
And-
And that was 27 damage.
Ooh, big hit.
Nice.
Still standing, but you get your attack of opportunity as it does engage Gore. Both of these things just surrounding your friend as he's got the book in hand and almost like levitating about 3 feet off the ground at this point. That ends our turn. Now takes to Mary.
Okay. The one that's... Have either of them been hit yet? Other than the one that Allie just hit?
Yes, both. Allie, the one that Allie just hit has been hit very significantly. The other has been hit by Boone once.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the one that is like, doesn't he have like Gord grappled?
No, missed.
He missed. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna go to that one first.
Yep.
Can I get as far towards the wall as possible? Like, can I go one more square? Great. Okay, I'm gonna attack that one.
Yep, go ahead.
That is a lot. 12 plus a lot.
Yep, hit.
14. Okay, I'm gonna use a maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to push this thing.
Okay, cool.
Actually,
Let's-
wait. If I do that, then he's gonna come out of my range. How much more movement do I have?
I lost where I had you. I think 5, 10, 15, 20. I think you moved 20, so you have 10 left.
I do have 10 left. Okay. Oh, they have a really long range. Fuck, no, I'm just gonna hit it.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, I thought I was gonna use a maneuver, but I won't do that.
That's fine.
Gord isn't technically harrying it, right? So I don't have sneak?
You do not. He's incapacitated, so it does not count as an ally.
Okay. That's 10 on the dice plus 8. 18 points of damage for the first one.
18 points, still standing. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
First attack, second attack.
Second one. Natural 20.
Yep, it's for sure.
Yes.
I was like, maybe I'll use my bonus action and try to get sneak on it for next time. It's fine. It won't matter that much.
Whatever.
Should have got it, so I would have got double sneak. Oh, I rolled really good on that damage, though. So that's 9 and 4. 10, 11, 12, 13 times 2, 26 plus 8.
You take 2 points of fire damage as you carve through the second attack, and it just disappears.
Oh, great.
Boom,
Okay.
baby.
Great. I have 10 more feet of movement. So if I get just south of Gord, can I hit that guy?
You can.
Oh no, don't say it like that. I have one more attack, I may as well use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15 on the dice.
Yeah. Yep. Easy to hit.
But this one for so long, that's bad damage. 12 points of damage.
That is enough to dissipate this one as you take 8 points of fire damage.
Oh shit, okay.
That's your action. All your movement.
Yeah, I still have a bonus action.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out, I don't have another sword anymore. I know I have bonus action things. I have plenty of them. I'm just figuring out which one to use. Okay. I'm just going to use a bonus action. I can't leave Gord by himself. We know, I'm trying to remember. So Gord isn't in the initiative. 2 behind me, I think.
Gord's
Or he
next.
might go next. Gord's next. Okay. Would I have seen that Boone took damage?
You saw Boone get thrown.
Yeah.
I don't know that you would have noticed he took damage, but you saw he got thrown.
I saw he got thrown, and I don't know what it was from. It could have been from a snake. It could have been from anything. So, okay. I'm just going to use my rest of my movement to kind of get as a dash and just kind of get south of Gord again, or sorry, east of Gord again.
How far?
I would say just on that corner that's touching that round pedestal.
Just to get here?
Yeah, I just want same thing. I want to put myself between him and whatever might come through that door.
Okay.
And potentially be in an area where like Alana or anyone could sneak around me still. So.
Okay, no worries. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Gord, we come back to you. With the fragment of the name in your mind's eye, you can begin to try and push deeper and push forward. The shrieking grows, but you almost dull it out as it falls away. But this intense presence, you can almost see, almost like seeing the eye of Sauron, like the necromancer amidst the force of presence here. The second round, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw against me and against this piece of the devil.
Boom, it's not close enough to give you the...
I just rolled, but can I use the luck?
If you have one left, you absolutely can.
Oh, I don't have any left.
You do. You have one left, and then you have the staff left.
He
You
does
also
not.
have,
He
you
doesn't
also have
the-
inspiration.
He has inspiration, and he only has the staff. He doesn't have the ones from his luck feat. He just has one
They've
from
all
the
been
staff.
checked off.
I swear you have one left, but whatever. That's totally cool.
You still have inspiration as well.
But your staff
So,
has a
like-
feature for basically luck number 4. So if you wanted to use that, you can. Or you have the inspiration.
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Do it, baby.
My
Roll.
intelligence saving throw is only 1.
Yep.
So, like,
Oh, I thought it was better. I guess you're one.
oh, 21.
Nice.
Are you rolling inspiration?
Yeah, but what did Kyle roll? We don't know.
Sure, I will.
Okay.
What is the
D8.
inspiration?
It's a D8.
Plus 4.
Just plus 4. So from a 21 to a 25, I had a 22 on the dice.
Oh,
So without the inspiration, that's the first fail. The inspiration comes in clutch, and without even realizing, Hondo's kind of inspiring words come to you in this moment of challenging this primeval evil, this ancient force. It's not the full force of the devil. It's the mildest sliver. But these ancient protections, you're able to supersede, and you can begin to get more of a name. You've got like half this name, the pieces, but they don't quite make sense yet. But it's coming together. You can get the syllables, you can get the letters. You're seeing them in infernal, but you're understanding them in common. Actually, they're not infernal. They are older than infernal, older than even celestial. But you're understanding it. You're almost there. That'll end Gord's turn. As... Whoa.
God, you're rolling a D4, aren't you? Yeah,
Get
you
out of
are.
here.
Shit, he's rolling a D4 every round to see how many come back.
You
I heard
watch.
he's rolling a D12.
You watch the smoke and flame billow, almost in fury at the 2 successes, and 4 spirits rise from the shadow, smoke, and flame. That'll end Gord's turn and take us to Boone. One of these spirits rises directly beside you. Another 2 are surrounding Gord that you can see, and you can vaguely see through to the 4th on the other side because they are large in size. So you can see a lot of threats just arrived.
I will run provoking attack unless I can reach that one closest to Gord, the one like flanking with Gord. My glaive has reach, but I don't know if I'm too far.
If you move 1 square, keeping you're technically
Battle
safe.
range.
So you can move just forward and still hit this one
Okay, I'll do that. Let's do it.
because you have 10-foot range.
Does that mean I'm flanking with Mary?
No, because as soon as you get into reach, you lose the flanking opportunity.
Cool.
And
cool.
Mary's not directly there.
Then let's roll some attacks.
Mhm.
First one, natural 20.
There you
That's
go.
good.
Fuck yes, someone keeping... That's 2 so far this game. I'm keeping a little tally.
Okay, so dice was 14,
Keep the radiant
non-radiant.
aside as well, please.
and then radiant. Where are you?
And do you have smite?
I do. Fucking shit. Radiant was only a 1.
So 2.
But I will burn a what's it called, a smite.
Okay.
That's just be. Oh my god. I'll burn a 2nd level smite.
Okay. These are considered fiends, so you get the additional D8.
Cool.
So
And it's
with a
doubled.
2nd level, it's double.
And
So
it's doubled
2nd level,
again.
they are vulnerable to radiant. So
So it was 6 on the dice, and then I guess that's doubled,
to 12.
The 12, and then you get
And
an
then-
extra D8.
and then I'll roll a d8.
Wait, 6 on the dice for what?
6 on the dice for the branding smite.
Oh, you're doing
Wait, are you
branding
using
smite
you're
or
doing
divine
smite or branding smite?
Oh, sorry, I just clicked the button. I'll just use divine smite, whatever it is.
Because yeah, divine smite is, in this case, if you did a 2nd level, it'd be 4d8 radiant damage
Times
2 times 4.
times 4.
I'll just do the divine one.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have that. Is it just a d6?
No, so it's in your features and traits. It's not a spell.
Gotcha.
You just have to burn a spell slot to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I burned the 2nd, and then that's my. Okay, 1d8. Great. You can spend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra damage, and then okay, got it. So sorry, let me roll 3.
So
40.
no, you
Unless
48
if
because
you're using a 2nd level spell slot.
You're right. I just burnt that. Okay.
4d8s on top of the damage already
times
done.
4
Okay, it's pretty average. 12.
times
12 times 4.
It was 12 on the 4d8s, and I haven't
Yeah.
multiplied it by anything.
So 48 radiant plus the original
Holy
what?
fuck.
Plus the original 14 plus 1 radiant for the normal one. So
You
technically
just-
50
Which is-
radiant.
Which is 4. That one is 4.
Oh,
It's
Sorry, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
doubled and then doubled again.
this
You're right.
spirit rises and immediately you just spear out from range, and you just cut through it immediately, and it just from whence it came, cut it down immediately.
Sick.
That's your first attack.
Twirling it, I will run towards the other one near Gord, which would
Risking
provoke
the
an
attack.
attack. Yep.
Do you want to keep reach?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
You still do take 3 points of fire damage, reduced from 6 from the attack.
Good. Damage 3. Do you want to roll the attack of opportunity?
Yes, thank you. We will take it. That's a natural 1. Don't worry about it.
Great. 20 dirty.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
9 plus 5 is 14, and then let me roll the radiant. No, not that one. 14 plus this is another 1. So just 2.
So 2. So 16 points.
16 total, and then just coming up with the bottom end of it. This is only a 15.
15 still hits.
Great. Ooh, so this is 9, and then let me add the radiant. 9 plus 7.
Is that
So 7's doubled to 14.
Yeah, so 23. No. Yes.
Yep.
23. Still standing, but you can already tell this one's nearing death already. From the 2 hits there, you do suffer 14 reduced to 7 points of fire damage.
Got it.
But that is your action, bonus action, and I assume you want to stay there.
Are you close
Yeah.
enough to Gord?
Yeah, he's within 10 feet of Gorda, I believe. It's 10 feet for your aura.
Yes, it's either 10 or 15. So yeah,
Yeah, you're 10 from Gord right now.
I'll stay there.
Okay. That takes us to Alana. Alana, you've got one that Boone just attacked there, nearing Gord, that is already kind of flickering and faltering, but one has just appeared beside you, full force.
Yeah, so I will go ahead and attack that one. So that's 20 to hit.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And you suffer 2 points of fire damage there.
Okay. That is 14 damage.
14 points. You got it.
Sorry, how much damage did I take?
You took 4 reduced to 2.
2. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit it again.
Yep.
That's 33 to hit.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
Nice.
And 20 damage.
20 points of damage, still standing, and you take another 4 reduced to 2 points of fire damage back to you.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna mark it, because why not?
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's get that out. Actually, this is not Mark. Is this Mark? That's good enough. We'll consider this marked. As yet, with Stormbreaker, now you're just spinning and striking hard and fast. It's odd to strike these things because they are not fully corporeal, they're not physical, and yet there is a resistance. And with each one, you're feeling the room heat up in intensity, all of you. And with each strike and each destruction, these shrieks begin to fill the space. However, you also hear another roar from beyond the door and a against the door. Alana, is it the end of your turn?
End of my turn, yeah.
Okay. At the end of your turn, we go to Honda.
Okay. I'm going to... Can I do the electric wall of water at the door?
Absolutely. That's what you want to do. Oh no, where are my water tiles? Hang on, I gotta find them.
No worries, I'll just mark it down.
What way are you gonna? I love
yeah,
this
that's true.
idea. This is my most
If you-
favorite thing.
If
Yeah,
you
is there
go
a way to
this
do
way,
it
yeah,
down
it might
so
take
that they
longer.
have to keep walking through it? It's not really gonna fuck up the general, but like his lackeys will get electrocuted.
So,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, it's a 60-foot long wall. Yes?
Oh, I'll just pull that up quickly.
I
Yeah,
want to point
60
out
foot. 60
it's
foot.
a 10-foot wide hallway. So if you wanted to, I'd be cool with you doing a 30-foot long, 10-foot wide wall,
Fuck
Okay.
yeah.
kind of like
Whoa.
looping back in on itself.
This would be, just imagine how epic this would look. If one day
Hondo
we get
raising
a
his hands.
bajillion dollars and pay to have this animated.
Or someone could do it for us. Some sort of Kickstarter. Some sort of Amazon deal. Netflix.
That becomes the most supported Kickstarter
Yeah.
for film of all time. Yeah.
Just saying.
So, Hondo, you just raise water from the atmosphere itself, and it begins to course out of the ground in the air, and suddenly a 10-foot tall, filling the tunnel of the hallway out to the door. It entirely encompasses the space in water. As your action, I will say it's a second action to activate and toss in the battery to electrify it. But on your next turn, you can do that as an action, and it will electrify the whole water.
Okay.
So you still have a bonus action, and you still have your movement here unless you want to stay there. You're, you're like right on the other side of the water here.
I'll stay there.
Okay.
In terms of bonus, maybe as a bonus, can I throw Whisper at one of those snakes?
Unfortunately, it's tied into the attack action, and you didn't take attack, so you have to use your full focus to summon the water.
Okay. Then I guess I hold.
Okay. You wait and you prepare. I'd say you draw the battery bit out into your hand in your waiting hand, with Whisper in the other hand, ready to enact some crazy bullshit. But at the end of Hondo's turn, we come to the Hellfire Spirits. The one surrounding Gord is attempting to constrict him. So I'll do that. Gord, that is an 18 to hit you.
Oof. It definitely hits.
Wish I could defend you, Gord.
I have a question. Are these aren't considered weapon attacks, right? This is a constricting,
No, it is a melee attack.
a melee attack, but not a weapon attack.
I mean, they're weapon their bodies are weapons. It's hard to differentiate the difference to me. It's a weapon attack.
Okay. Is he going to take damage from this?
Yes.
Okay.
He will take sustained damage by being surrounded in flame.
Okay. I am within 15 or 10 feet of him.
Yep.
Great. I'm going to use my reaction for Spirits of the Fallen.
Okay.
And I'm going to reduce this damage by 3d6.
By 3d6. Okay. Well, let's roll it here. Gord, the damage to you would be 14.
Okay.
He still gets grappled and restrained.
Yeah. I
But-
reduced it by 13.
So, Gord, you take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
As you guys watch the fire wrap around Gord from the bottom up and begin to envelop him as he raises off the ground, and the snake is climbing his body, and yet you see no reaction from his form. Mouth agape, his eyes gone white. And yet, Mary, through your armor, there's like a
bunch
cushion.
of ghosts come out of it.
Yeah, they ghost form. They cushion around him between the constricting snake, and soften that below. That's your reaction. That's that attack. But there's still 2 more here. So, with him restrained, they're going to come in and make a melee attack at advantage against Gord. And this one is going to, let's see, get away from the water and just stay in combat with Allie. It's just going to make 2 attacks against Alana.
Okay.
Actually, no. I take that back. I'm sorry.
Oh.
It's actually going to, send a fireball that way. Yeah. We're going to rip off fireball towards Boone and Mary. I need you guys to make dexterity saving throws.
Fireball.
And you know what? Actually, no, you're restrained. Yeah, there's no way. You don't have to do. And 2 attacks against Gord at advantage. Yeah, the first one's
Just-
21.
Just 9 for me for that dex.
That's
23.
a fail. 23 is a success. Okay, so 2 attacks against Gord. That is going to be 20 points of fire damage to you, Gord, from the 2 attacks. And then the fireball, which is not a full fireball, I'm point out, it's just like a miniature fireball. It still deals good damage, though. To those of you who failed, 18 points of fire damage, and if you succeeded, 9. Boone, your resistance, so you take that.
Yep.
Recorded that was 38 points of fire damage, I think.
Oof. Yeah,
So,
someone's gonna have to help him soon.
that's the end of their turn. That takes us to Mary.
Okay. I'm just gonna fuck up this one that's right in front of me.
Go ahead. The one attacking, like, surrounding Gord?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I did that before and it didn't hurt who was inside it, right?
Yep, that's a problem. I'm just trying to remember who's who. So this guy has yet to be touched.
Yeah.
And this guy has been hit a lot, and this one,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna take one swipe at the guy in front of me. Ooh, that actually was not a good roll. I only rolled a 4 on the dice. But that is a 18.
Yep, it still hits.
Boone isn't flanking, right? He stepped back.
Yeah, Boone is just outside of, like, he's in his melee range, but not
Yeah.
technically for flanking.
Okay. Oof, it's not great damage. 15.
15 points is enough to destroy him as you take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
Nice.
That does free Gord.
Great. I'll swing around to the one on the south.
Okay.
And another attack. If the last one hit, this one will hit. It's only a 6 on the dice, but
Yep, you're good.
it's better than the 4 on the dice. Okay. Ooh,
You take 5 points.
maximum damage.
Nice. You
So
take 5
that
points of
is-
damage to you, by the way.
Okay. What's 14 plus 8?
22. 22 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, these guys are starting to look rough.
Okay, and I have one more attack.
Yep, good. Oh wait, this guy
7.
actually hadn't been hit yet, so sorry.
No,
go
he
ahead.
hasn't. 17 points damage. Oh, sorry,
Now-
17 to hit. Sorry, 17 on the dice plus other things to hit. I haven't done the damage yet.
You hit.
Oh no, my D4. One second. Wow. 16 points damage.
Okay, now he's looking rough.
Okay. Can I use my bonus action to use Eye for Detail and just get a really good look at Gord?
Sure.
I want to try to see. I know this isn't like part of it, but I want to see how he's looking, how fucking rough he is. I know he's taking a lot of damage. Is he looking not great?
Go ahead and make your we'll call this, is it perception only or investigation?
Perception or investigation?
I'm
DM's
gonna
call.
call it investigation for this.
That works better for me. I rolled really bad on the dice. But my investigation's very good, so it's 16.
16.
I rolled
That's
a
enough.
2.
That's enough to gather Gord's physical state. Gord, how much health are you at?
74.
74 of like 110, yeah?
Yep.
He's looked worse, but being kind of held captive and within his own mind puts him at severe risk. He can't really change anything, right? So it's, for the time being, he actually looks like he's holding himself pretty well. And I think with a 16, that's all you get.
Okay. These things have reach, but there's still a space between it and Gord right now, right?
Yep.
I'm going to fill that space.
You got it.
And I'm just going to call out, Gord's okay for now, but it could turn south real fucking fast.
Okay, that's the end of your turn?
Yep.
The end of your turn, as you get within 5 feet of Gord, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Got it. It's a 16 on the dice plus 9.
You can feel the overwhelming presence of the book itself and whatever entity it is tapped into the book, this feeling of this primeval evil, attempting to batter and push you, but your kind of battle master like mentality just holds steady, and you're fine. That'll take us to Gord. Gord, for potentially the final check here. You've got most of the name. You're standing before the eye of Sauron, this burning, literally burning eye, this sense of all surrounding crackling flame. And at the heart of it, this roiling serpent. And it is trying to strike out at your mind. If it had its way, it would burn your eyes from your skull, and you can feel that hatred, that vitriol, that intensity as it attempts to burn through your brain. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw against
+3 for me.
my DC. Plus, is it 3?
Yeah.
Plus 3 from proximity. Go ahead and roll a wisdom saving throw.
Just +3 in general?
Yeah, so whatever you roll your wisdom saving throw, roll that first, and then we'll add 3.
I got
Current-
17.
17 total.
Yeah, so 20.
20.
20 with mine.
Are you comfortable with that?
Do
I
we
think
have
he does.
anything to do anything with?
I don't think he has anything else.
It was until you said that.
A 26 was the DC.
Ooh.
Again, they're contested rolls, so the DC is always changing. In this case, it was a pretty good roll on my end. Unfortunately, that is a failure.
Fuck.
Gord, that strike, that snake-like bite snaps at your mind, and you feel pain rear through the optical nerves, the back of your eyes, like a migraine to the nth degree. You suffer 13 points of psychic damage, and I need Mary, Boone, 5, 10, 15, 20, and Alana to make wisdom saving throws as well.
Wiz.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, 7 for me.
That is a failure.
21
That's-
for me.
Success. And Mary, you are within range to get Boone's bonus.
Oh, well, okay, with Boone's bonus of 3, that's like a 27.
Yeah, okay, so the two of you who succeeded there, you take 6 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Alana, you take the full 13 there. And that is the one thing you're not resistant to. So, as the three of you feel this intensity, this migraine take over your brains, it almost buckles you to the knee at first before you kind of regain your composure. And you can see Gord's eyes have been like gone white, that kind of classic like oracle style, this like wind whipping around him. At the edges of his eyes, you can see burn marks. His eyelids and around like the fur of his eyes is burning as he attempts to read this forbidden knowledge. That is the end of Gord's turn. That takes us to Boone. Oh, wait. Ooh.
What are you doing? Those
Don't
friends?
like when he sings little happy songs to himself.
Those
That
friends
means
of
bad
ours?
things for us.
2 more spirits join the fray.
Oh.
Boone, we come back to you.
Fuck. Apologies for any children watching.
They really shouldn't be.
Oh, I think
Yes.
Mary takes care of that every
Really?
turn she has. Don't worry.
Bless can be used on saving throws. Okay, so I will cast Bless on myself,
Okay.
on Mary, and Gord.
Good. Concentrating on that. Yes.
So the three of us can add a D4 to any attack and saving throws.
Okay. That's your action.
Yep. Oh man. And it's an action used lay on hands. I don't have like bonus action healing spells, I don't think.
Do you have any bonus actions?
Yeah, like my pointy end of my staff or like some spells.
Yeah. There's not a ton for paladins, if I'm not mistaken. Action economy wise.
Yeah, so I think.
I mean, that was
that's
a good
bonus
call.
action. You can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet, and you gain advantage on. Yeah, I think I'll just wait. I'll just like grab my staff, like little like shards of the jade will come out and kind of just like float down on Gord, Mary, and I.
Mhm.
And it'll be like, "We're here with you, Gord. We're here. You can do it." That's it.
Okay. Boone attempts to bring some much needed aid to Gord and to the rest of the fight. At the end of his turn, we go to Alana. Alana, you are now flanked as two spirits stand before you. One of which is looking pretty hurt.
Okay. Okay. I'll finish him off then.
You got it. Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. $25 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Yeah.
Okay. And 18 damage.
18 points. Actually, he's still hanging on,
Okay.
but not by a lot.
Okay. I'll go to attack one more time. So 17 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And then 24 damage.
Yeah, that's enough.
Cool.
This one, as its older spirit is destroyed, this earlier spirit, I should say, not older, but destroyed, as the other two have kind of risen, and you can see them raring to fight. That's your two attacks. Oh, and you take 5 reduced to 2 points of fire damage for you.
Okay.
Are you going to stay in combat with this one? And anything for a bonus action or move?
The one that's in front of me, I'm gonna mark him.
You got it. We'll mark him here. And you're going to stay in combat with him?
Yeah.
Perfect. That is the end of this round. Hondo, you hear... Well, we're going to come to your second turn in a second, but you hear... As the combination is known to the general, the door. It bought you that round, and that is going to burn this round for them. But the door is opening, and they now are through the water. You can see kind of in this kind of like looking through 30 feet of water. You can generally see 3 shapes making their way into the fray. But we come to your turn. And I will put them on the battlefield. What do you want to do?
So
Electrify?
I will electrify, but I want to make sure that they're all in the water before I do it.
Okay.
Is moving through that half speed or anything, Kevin?
That's a good
Because
question.
they might have enough movement just to walk all the way through it.
Let's see. You create a wall on the ground. Any ranged weapon attack that enters the wall space has disadvantage on the attack roll, and firing damage is halved if the fire effect passes through the wall to reach its target. I don't see anything. I mean,
Okay, so it must not.
it just
Okay,
says
I was
disadvantage
just
on
curious.
attack roll, and
I mean, the big thing is here you're making a giant electrified wall of water, which is the coolest fucking thing that we've done in a long time since turning you into a purple horn.
Okay,
So
so
you can still do whatever your bonus action is first. Like,
oh right,
you have inspirations, you have whatever, and then you can hold that action to huck it.
Mm-hmm.
okay. Let me inspire for my bonus.
Okay.
Are you close enough to Gord? But we also don't know if it'll work for Gord.
You're 45 feet from Gord. Is inspiration within 30 or 60?
Let me see. 60 feet.
Okay, so you're fine where you are. If you want to stay there and inspire.
I'll inspire Gord.
Okay, how do you inspire Gord?
I'll say, Gord, at the turn of the tide. And I'll leave it at that.
That's it, eh? Wow, that's it.
Gord's levitating form hopefully takes that to heart.
An inspiring captain speech.
That is your inspiration, and then you're going to hold your action until they begin making their way inside to ignite the kind of electricity bomb. Is that the plan?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Hondo holds his action as we come to the initiative count 20 in the Hellfire Spirits.
God.
Mary, as you kind of intercede here, this one's going to make 2 attacks against you. This one is going to get between Boone and Gord, and it's just going to swipe one at each of you. And this one, this one's just going to hold against Alana, actually. Going to vary the attacks this round. As we go, 2 against Mary. Terrible, they both miss. Don't worry about it. 1 against Boone.
Cool ass flying shield. Comes out.
That's a 19 to hit Boone.
Miss 20 AC.
That is a 10 to hit Gord, so that's a miss. Although it has advantage because it's a attack.
No, fuck
That's
you.
still a 14, so it misses.
Great.
And then 2 strikes against Alana. Terrible. A bad round. An 8 and a 14. Alana AC?
16.
Yeah. All bad rolls. All sub 10 rolls.
We are in the zone. We are blocking shit. We're dodging.
You got armor's all protected. Everything is all there. That does indeed end their turn. Mary, we come to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit this thing. Like,
Yep.
trying not to look over my shoulder towards Wall of Wonder Hondo. I'm waiting for shit to come through there. That's a natural 1. Oh,
Great.
first one. Let's put a little checkbox in the natural 1 column for rolls tonight.
Yeah.
The second one is 4 again, but that did hit last time. So
Yeah,
imagine it hits this guy too.
that'll hit these guys, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
everywhere.
It's bad damage. It's a 1 and a 2 on the dice. D10. What the fuck are you doing to me?
What are we doing?
So that's 11 points of damage.
11 is enough to kill him. However, you take
Yay.
8 points of fire damage for it.
Fuck, it hurt me almost as much as I hurt it. Oh, I'm beneath 100 now. Okay. I'm gonna spin around to the other one. So can I flank with Boone?
What was your first roll? Oh, it was a 1. So no.
The first one, no. There's nothing I could have done.
Because you do have
It was-
bless.
Oh, I do have bless, but it's a natural 1.
It's a natural 1, so
I
it
mean-
still misses.
I would have been 15, just for fun. 15 plus, I would have been 17, but it's natural 1.
It's a natural 1.
Yeah.
Honestly, the door opening and seeing the shadowy forms of the general and the 2 justiciars is enough to distract your first strike.
I'm gonna come clockwise around to flank with Boone, if possible.
Yep.
Or counterclockwise, I guess, sorry. So rolling with advantage, that gives me a lot. Like a 20 something.
Okay,
Sneak
that
attack.
hits. 7 points of fire damage to you on that one.
Okay, and this is my last attack.
What was the damage of that one?
I'm still rolling it, because I have
Oh.
sneak too as well, right?
Yeah, so that was...
Advantage.
This is your second attack.
No, it's my third, because I botched
you
the
whiffed.
first one.
You whiffed, that's right.
Yeah. That's a lot of 1s. 12, so 24 plus 8.
Wow, 24 plus 8. 32. That's a really good roll.
No, I rolled 2 1s, but then I rolled a 4 and a 6, so I guess that's not terrible. But I rolled a 1 on the d10. Okay. He's still up. I'm going to bonus
yes.
action I'm gonna bonus action second wind.
Okay.
Because I'm not doing hot. Well, I'm doing okay, but not fighting the general. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll my d10. Please, oh God, rolled a 10 plus 14, so it's 24 hit points to heal me. Brings me back over 100.
Awesome. What's your action, your bonus action, some of your movement?
Most of my movement. I don't think it's worth. I can't get between this guy and Gord. He's already right up on him. I'll stay where I am, so hopefully Boone gets advantage.
Okay. Yes, Boone will get advantage from this current position. Okay. That's the end of your turn?
Yes.
Takes us to Gord. Gord, the searing pain in your eyes and your mind has yet to cease. The serpent in this vision of fire and brimstone, this eternal flame, grows closer and closer and begins winding around your neck. It wants to kill you. And if it has its way, it will consume you. However, the shrieking winds of these names have died down in your multiple successes, and the name is ever so close. Make a charisma saving throw. You have a D8 inspiration, and you are +3 from Boone.
And a d4.
And a D4 for Bless.
Roll them all.
Oof. I will tell you, I rolled very good.
Oh no.
Roll them all.
And D8.
So let's just start
D4
with
and D8.
charisma saving throw.
Okay, I rolled a 22.
Okay.
Use it all.
And what?
Plus 22 plus
Plus
3.
a D8.
So
Plus-
25
25 plus
plus
a
a
d8.
D4 plus a D8.
D8, add 3.
So 28.
4, add 3.
So 31 against a DC 28.
Fuck yeah!
Success. Gord, that serpent that you, in one element of your mind, you know has to be, it's not real. It has to be in your mind. It has to be a mystical effect. It has to be, it can't physically hurt you. It's just a book. And yet you know the danger in these things. You know the danger of old magic, and you know the dangers of tapping into things that mortals are not meant to know. And yet, time and time again, Gord Dunsworth does what the fuck he wants, and he takes what he wants. The name comes to you in a flurry of screeching infernal that breaks to glorious celestial that falls away to simple common, a name known as Ahriman. Ahriman. Ahriman.
Wait, one more time. My adrenaline spiked. I didn't hear any of it. AHR.
Ahriman. The name is known, and the contest with the knowledge gained. Gord, you snap back to your senses, slamming the book shut with a flurry. The serpents remaining are dissipated. There's a wave of fire that rushes around the room, and yet it doesn't seem to harm. It just seems to burn away. But you all hear that last shriek of names as it just echoes off this kind of chamber, this vault chamber you're in. Gord, you're no longer incapacitated, but it is the end of your turn. All of you see, as this happens, the book slams shut. You see around Gord's eyes singed fur and burned flesh. But Gord is himself. And I believe you would see, especially Mary, high insight, Boone standing so close, Hondo just knowing his best friend, and Alana just seeing success in Gord's eyes. The name has been extracted and found. But all of you hear 3 figures pushing into a watery tunnel. Combat continues.
Are the fire snakes still there?
The fire snakes have burned away. However, you see 3 new combatants approaching. Boone, it is your turn.
Does Hondo have his reaction?
Hondo, they have not. They were holding for like full engulfing into the water. You're just seeing the first couple of steps. There are 3 creatures, so it's going to be like 15, 20 feet of. It's not half movement, but it is slow to push into a wall of water. As Hondo is just holding, waiting for the right moment. It is Boone's turn.
Boone will like nod, just kind of like do like a smile, and he'll walk over to Gord and put a hand on him and be like, "You did so great," and pump 20 all of his last lay on hands into him.
Okay. Gord, you heal 20. You're still concentrating on Bless?
Yes. And then turn around with his glaive and just start walking towards that hallway.
Okay.
Just like get ready to stand there. Mask flickers on again.
Just begin pushing forward. As you watch the general take the first couple of steps into the water, one of the armored individuals from behind begins to push in, but not all 3 just yet. Hondo, you're just waiting. Make a perception check for me at disadvantage. You're not watching. You're just trying to like feel through the water to listen.
4, but I believe perception is one of my. Yes, perception. Yes, it is. So 10. It's an expertise. So 10 and 14, 24.
Yeah, even just because of the water, I'd say you even put your hand down into it to feel the ripples and the vibration of creatures moving, and you're waiting for a decent disturbance before you enact it. And it's not quite there yet as we come to Alana's turn. Alana, is there any preparations you're making, or do you want to just charge in? What are you doing?
I would just be charging in, yeah.
You're going into the water?
Who has the sword, though?
Allie does it in the bag.
Allie has it in the bag of holding.
Okay. Am I able to prepare it for Mary?
It will cost you your action to reach into the bag and draw like the shard blade affliction.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay. If you do not take damage before the start of your next turn, this rage will fall.
Okay.
But with your movement, you can get beside Mary and draw the blade, and it will be Mary's action to take it.
Okay.
But you do that.
Okay.
Hondo, we come to your turn. The 3 creatures have not fully entered, but 2 have. Do you use, before it comes to your turn, do you use it now to try and get these 2, or do you use your action on your turn to enact it?
Is one of the creatures the general?
You're not sure. I know your perception roll was very high, but you're literally not looking. Like you're not watching, so you don't know. You feel the ripples of at least 2 creatures have made it into the wall of water. You saw the general was out front. You're not sure if he would be the first to go in to an unknown environment, or if he would allow others to do it for him. What would you do?
Well, I'm a gambler, so I'll take the gamble.
Okay, so you're going to burn your reaction at the end of Alana's turn to toss the grenade in.
Let's roll the dice.
Okay.
Love it.
You toss it in and immediately, like, kind of activating it, almost like breaking it, essentially, to like cause this sparking device. You throw it in, and immediately it like hits the water and cascades in maybe 5 6-7 feet before it begins drifting and floating down. And as it's about like eye level, you just watch, and it just ripples all throughout the two armored justiciars who are at the head, who are the only ones in the water currently. Their armor is just lit up as they are shocked in the water. They are going to make Constitution saving throws at disadvantage. On a failure, they'll take damage. If they fail on a DC of 15, if they fail or 5 or more, so if they roll 10 or less, they'll be stunned until the electricity is until the end of their next round call. So, I need Constitution saving throw. Here we go. That is a 14, so a fail but not a stun.
Okay.
Oops. That is a 14, a fail but not a stun. So 2 failures. It's going to be 4d6 lightning damage.
Nice.
Well, I roll that, right?
Yep. Go ahead and roll 4d6 lightning.
4d6. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Total of 12.
12 points to both of them. They are not stunned. However, they will take sustained lightning damage while starting their turn in the water, essentially. It comes to your turn now, top of the round, and we'll return to the battle map. And I'll clean it up because I haven't actually adjusted it. So these guys are gone. Allie came to Mary. These guys.
Just check my spell. My spells.
And Hondo, you're like right on this side here by the water. However, you would have come in to like look to toss the device in. I would say that is where we stand currently.
Okay. Should I?
Oop.
That's a spirit guy that like close to me, right? Like not close, but like within range, right?
Sorry?
To my right, is that a spirit?
No, those are like the.
Nope. You're here. This is Alana. This is you. This is like the eye cone, and these are the golems. And then the
golems
water
are
is
frozen.
Yeah. Okay.
I can actually drop this down a little.
So what I'm thinking, I will do disguise self.
Okay.
As one of those guys.
Hondo, what are we doing out here? What the fuck are we doing out here?
As one of which guys?
One of the generals. What are they called?
The guys who are right here, the justiciars, or just one of the Crimson Clan?
Yeah, the justiciars.
Okay. You use your action to turn into like this red armor-plated knight, this like kind of big, bulky figure, and you want to stay kind of hidden around the corner?
Yep.
Okay. That's your action. Sky Self isn't concentration, is it?
Let me check.
I don't think it is, but
you're making changes. No, I don't think so.
Okay. That's your action. Anything for a bonus or movement?
Can I heal for bonus?
Healing word if you have it.
Yes. Let me just pull
Be
it
a
up.
first level.
I have second level healing word too. Can I do that?
Oh yeah, because Disguise Self is only a first level spell.
So I do that, and it's 2d4 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I 2d4. So I got not great.
What does Hondo say to himself to heal himself?
To heal myself, I say, "You're one good guy."
Wow.
Dressed as one of the justiciars.
Yeah. Turns himself into a bad guy.
They're
Whispers
just
to himself,
positive affirmations.
"You're
You
one
say them
good
in the
guy."
mirror. You're good.
You're one good guy. You're one good guy. You're one good guy.
Heal for 7. And you stay where you are? You're staying around the corner?
Yep.
Okay. That ends Hondo's turn and takes us to the General and Justiciar's turns.
Goodbye.
At the top of the turn, both of the Justiciars in there are going to make the con save.
Oh, one thing. Would the general know they're being shocked? Like,
I mean, it's very apparent that they're being electrocuted, and I like the visual of there being electricity like in the water, like showcasing it. But yeah, they've like they're jerking around as if something is happening to them. But at the top of their turn, here we go. Con save. That's a natural 20 for the first guy.
Ugh.
That is a 21 on a second. So go ahead and roll 4d6 lightning. They'll take half damage, but they get their full turns.
I mean, they're taking damage before they even get to us, so this is a win.
Yeah,
did you say it was 46? Sorry.
Yeah, 46. They'll take half. I'm rewarding the creativity for sure.
Oh, for sure. It's cool as fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so 14 reduced to 7. That's okay. And they get to take their turn. You watch as the first one finishes walking 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Turns back, and you watch a flicker of kind of divine energy race through the water and dispel it.
Dang.
Fuck.
I reward and I take away.
Where did the little thing fall? Is it still on if someone steps on it?
It didn't, but it's very obviously right there.
And I forgot something.
Oh, no.
No, I mean, it's okay. It's too late now.
The other guy gets to take his turn. Steps around that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is going to make... No, he watched this guy walk in. He's going to look at the disguise. The disguised Hondo.
He's going to ask me to say something?
He is going to...
Hank? What are you doing down here?
Is going to make an intel... What's your spell save DC?
Spells... Where would I find spell save DC?
Right
Top of
above
your
your
spell
spells.
page.
Oh, here, yeah. 18.
There's no facial expression because they're wearing full armor plate, helm down. You don't even see a figure inside. But he looks in your direction and then looks back at the guy who walked in front of him and looks back at you and like has yet to like fully piece together what has happened here. Doesn't immediately attack you. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30, and he's just gonna make his way to there. Both of them not rushing, not charging, just making their way into the space. You do watch this one. They both have long swords drawn, and you can faintly see this kind of glimmer like an oil slick, but all this kind of golden oil slick on both the blades. They have big tower shields in their left hand, blades in the right, and the full red armor. Again, wet with blood. But you watch as this one kind of looks at Hondo for a second, grabs a symbol, and you watch the blade from this golden oil slick begin to kind of almost ignite with not flame, but like this purple aura. And then the general enters.
Uh-oh.
The
Now,
general
I
looks to
assume-
Hondo.
Sorry, I assume the general was the one who took out the wall? Or is it one of the...
It was the first armored figure you saw walk through. You watched him kind of turn back and put his hand up, and like some radiance come out. and
Okay.
the wall fell. The general walks into the room and looks at Hondo, almost head kind of snickering and just kind of shaking his head, but then looks past his soldiers and sees the group of 4 of you, Gord holding the book, and you all kind of looking a little beaten and hurt. Mary, you're the first to register from incredulity to fury, and this under his breath, Hondo would pick up as well as would Gord and Mary. How? And he just lets loose this kind of just bulls, just no more fucking games. I've entertained this bullshit far too long. Set that book down. Step away. Or the deaths of you and your rebel will be torturous, then quick. I say this once before I start cutting. And you watch the grip on the blade tighten as he takes an aggressive stance, awaiting your response. And you see as well, Hondo would certainly see as the closest. As he takes this response, you can see this kind of uttering of words beneath his breath. Mary, it's your turn.
I'll grab the sword from Alana.
It's your action to reach out and grab the sword.
It's my action to take it from her? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to avoid the action from taking it out of the bag. Okay.
Still handing someone else a weapon. It's not a free draw. It's a pass.
Okay. Can I use my bonus action, eye for detail, to get a look at what the blood looks like on the sword?
Sure, make an investigation check.
That is a okay roll. My investigation's good. I just never remember exactly what it is. That is a dirty... No, not dirty 20. I rolled a 16, not a 6. So that's a 25.
It has been about going on 15 to 20 minutes. The first kind of 10 minutes of air up the bag made the blood harden ever so slightly. With a 25, you've got 2 hits, but not a third. It took a little too long.
Okay. Would I be able to ascertain, if I went and got a real good hit in and then hit the book right away, am I going to have to go back and double dip? Or I don't know yet.
You mean if you hit the book once, do you have to do
Sorry.
three in succession?
If I went and got a better amount of blood on this,
If you stab
could
him.
I in theory do it all at once without having to go hit him again in between?
Oh, likely. If you deal a decent hit, it's if you just deal 4 points of damage, I'd say no. But if you deal any 20 plus, for sure,
Yeah.
that should be enough.
Okay.
In this heartbeat moment, as you're deciding, you've taken the shard blade back. You look at it. You've got enough. You could get this started, but you look across at your quarry and you see he's a cornered, furious animal. What do you do?
Well, I don't have any action or anything.
You've used your action.
Use my action, and I've used my bonus. So I'll just kind of turn to him and say to Gord, "Oh, you heard him. I guess you can put it down." And I'll take a step, kind of, only one square, just beside Alana. Or try to stand so that if Gord was to put the book down, I would be between it and the general.
Okay. You're kind of there.
Yep.
Okay. End of your turn?
Yep.
Gord. What you doing, Gord?
Yes. Sorry, I was waiting for you. Thought there was more.
No, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Can I do magic?
In this space, yeah. Yeah, the only place you can't do magic in or can't create magic is the kind of lower, like this over to where these guys are lined up. There's a dead zone of magic, but the upper 3/4 of the room is clear.
So. Do I want to kill these guys?
He said, he was like, put the book down, no one dies. Mary was like, yeah, sure, put the book down.
All
we
right,
know we
I'll
have to stab that book 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't really want to stab it while you were holding it. That seemed like a bad idea.
But you
Book
could
down.
ready magic, you could do magic, you can do whatever you want. You can put
Yep.
the book down.
You can hold the spell. You can
I'll
throw
put
the book down. Putting the book down doesn't cost you an action. You just toss it to the ground. It thuds, scattering some gold coin as it does.
Oh, that's right. I forgot this room was just fucking full of coins, and then a mimic tried to murder us in it. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's still like a treasure room. So, Gord, no action cost to throw the book down. It's now between you and Mary. I'll mark it.
Take another-
with-
You could take another potion if you wanted. You could. do
Yep.
anything.
Yeah, I'll take another potion too.
Okay. That's your bonus action.
Mary
to
yelled,
take a
wait.
potion.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You
What
look at the
is
chat.
that?
You have a cool spell in your staff that you've never used before.
Let me.
And if you were to use it on someone who has to stab the book a bunch, it could work.
In the staff of greater healing.
No,
Actually,
in the
time
Azuz's
staff.
fate.
That's
Mary's-
that also has like a bunch of other spells. So like that could potentially have stuff. If you were like, ooh, we're kind of in this medium, I don't know about damaging, that does have a lot of buff spells in it too.
But haste would be sick for Mary. Let me know.
Mary, you want it?
She wants that speed.
All right.
Also, it lets me hit things more,
I'll
which
cast
might be useful.
haste on Mary.
He'll turn her into Sonic.
Okay. You bring forth the staff and you activate this almost like Mary, you feel your metabolism and time around you suddenly stand still as your metabolism speeds up and everything just erupts. You felt this before, but here you need it. However, holding the blade, this particular blade, Gord casting a spell on top of you and you beginning to like vibrate almost. Hondo and Mary, you guys, and Gord to a lesser extent as your distance here. The general is waiting to act. That moment, seeing the one holding this blade suddenly kind of get this boon that he recognizes. Bad move. And you watch as he dashes forward in a burst of magical speed with a held steel wind strike.
Oof.
Just before you do it, Gord, roll your healing potion because you said you used that before.
Yes, you did.
So
Steel wind
it's
strike.
regular healing, 2d4.
You have a regular and you have a superior.
Oh, maybe use that superior.
Hang on.
Superior.
Depends on what health are you at.
It's at 81 out of
81
100.
of 110.
Yeah, superior. 84 plus 8. That should get you there.
Oh god.
Sorry, what do I roll?
8d4
8d4.
plus 8.
Plus 8.
As you drink that, you cast the spell on Mary. You are currently concentrating on that spell. The general unleashes a Steel Wind Strike, a favorite of your crew,
Yeah.
It's a crowd pleaser.
and one of my favorite spells.
And Hano couldn't even take it. He had to leave.
He dashes forward and is going to get 5 hits, 5 creatures. He can hit 1 on each of you. Does it say you push using the gun special? You can melee against each target. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I'd say only 1 against each of you. So we'll go down the line against Hondo. Against Hondo, that is a 19 to hit Hondo. Does anyone know Hondo's AC?
I can pull it up right
It's,
here.
I don't know.
Against Mary, not very well. I don't know what your AC is currently, but it's a 22 to hit.
23 is my AC with
Hondo's
my PSS
AC.
shield.
Honda's AC is 19, Kyle.
So Hondo gets hit. Mary does not. Alana, that is not great against you, but a 15.
Nope, my AC 16.
Okay.
Oof.
Wait. Does haste gives me an AC bonus?
It
Not
does.
that really
Plus
matters
2.
right now, but it does,
Plus
right?
2. Plus
Fuck
2.
yes.
Against Gord, that is a 26.
No. He's the one we want not to get hit.
And against Boone, that
I'm gonna use
is-
shield before you say anything. It got real scary, so
Okay.
I'll add to this. But yeah, go for it.
That is not great, but 17.
Yeah, misses.
So the only one who gets hit is Hondo and Gord.
Shield was from the wondrous item thing.
One of power. So, let's see, where am I at? What do I roll? Ooh. Oof.
I know.
Gord and Hondo, you guys both take 38 points of force damage.
Oof.
Oh, Gord, come on.
Oh, so you mark down 38 points of force damage.
Honda, you took
Wow.
38
38 of horse damage?
of horse damage. Yeah, horse showed up.
A horse galloped through, kicked you right in the nards, and kept
I heard a horse.
Force,
Force.
Force.
Oh,
Like the horse is strong with this one.
However, key to that moment there, 38 points means a 19 DC Constitution saving throw from Gord to maintain the concentration of the haste he just cast. If you fail
Okay.
this, Mary is stunned for the first round of this combat.
You
Uh-huh.
get +3 from me and and then a D4 for bless.
That's right. So con save. Roll that first.
I'm saving throw.
Oh no.
9.
A 9.
Oh, I don't think we can make it.
+3
So
is
becomes 12. A maximum of 16 is a fail.
No. Fuck off. Okay,
Uh,
that was my bad. That was a bad call from me.
no.
It was not a bad
It was
call.
a great call. It was a great call.
the general teleports between the basically in a bad position, honestly, to make this happen. But that last strike into Gord, he did not want Mary hasted and was willing to sacrifice positioning to maintain what is most important to him. Gord, the concentration of the spell breaks immediately. Mary, that rush of metabolism instantly fades, and it's bad. But that's his held action. That's Gord's action. Gord, and your bonus action. Gord, you still have movement if you want to move, or if you want to stay put. What are you doing?
I'll stay put.
Okay, that takes us to Alana. And now things kick off.
Okay.
Allie, you
yeah?
did not get hit. Your rage has faded.
Okay. Well then, first thing I will do is rage.
Get that rage
Did
back
I-
up.
Yeah.
Did I get skipped?
Oh, you're after Gord,
Oh,
right?
sorry. You're right.
Okay.
That's
Boom.
okay. I didn't know if we mixed it up.
No.
Al, you
that's,
can go first if you want. I just got something else.
Totally up to you.
Kyle, do you care? Doesn't matter to me.
It makes no difference to me. I assume you're both going to try and hurt the Joe.
Al, you go and then I'll do something.
Okay. I was debating on hurting the general or getting the book away. So I can
It's whatever
go
you
for
think.
him.
Yeah, it's whatever you think.
Okay.
If
Where
you
is
mark
it?
him, he has to
Don't
attack you, right?
Yeah.
Well, or if he
So
doesn't, then
disadvantage.
yeah, he has disadvantage on
he
anybody
has a
else.
disadvantage,
That could
which
work.
would be helpful against Gord.
Does it
Um,
take does it take a bonus to rage again? How many do you have left?
I have 2 left.
Oh,
so
marking is raging too. Or marking is a bonus action too.
I think rage is more important.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna rage. Definitely,
Rage.
definitely. And then I guess I'll make the first attempt.
Yes.
Okay.
He killed
I'll
your
just-
guy.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go up to him, look at him right dead in the face, like make him look at me, and just let out a big "fuck you, you piece of shit. This is for Val."
As
And
he's
then I
he's focused first at that strike into Gord, ensuring the strike, putting himself into poor positioning to ensure that that blade in Mary's hand doesn't get too powerful. You roar as he turns back, no shield, but 2 hands on his blade, wet now with your friend's blood, as you make your attacks.
Okay. Okay. So 34 to hit.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
Let's go.
And I got 20 damage.
20 points. You got it.
Wait, did you roll with advantage?
You do have advantage. You're
No.
flanking with Gord.
I didn't.
See if
I
you- see
didn't.
if you get
That
a fucking
wasn't
20.
with advantage.
Yeah, see if you get 20.
Get a 20. Get a fucking
Okay.
20.
24.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Not the
You
nat
still-
20. No, that's okay.
you still hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
So that was just advantage on the first one. So you said you rolled
Yeah.
20 damage for that, right, Brawley?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
20 points. You got it. Go ahead and roll second attack. Still have
Okay.
advantage.
With advantage still.
All right. Ooh, 23 and 15. So 23.
23 does hit.
Okay.
Oof.
14 damage.
14 points of damage. You got it. With the first one sinking in, he misses the block out of your pure raging instinct and his determination, putting himself in that position. He takes the hit. He pushes Stormbreaker out, and immediately you watch the wound reseal. But the second he parries the blade, and it just kind of nicks a little bit. It's not terrible. He is in full engage combat mode, ready to take on the crew. That is your action. Your bonus action, you're going to stay put.
I'm going to stay put, yeah.
Great. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action
This fucking guy.
to cast a spell.
Fuck.
And immediately you guys watch as he disappears in front of you.
Oh,
This fucking guy.
Just
Cool.
fades. That takes us to boom.
It's me, Boom for Dead. I will grab a potion off, I assume, a cool bandolier and down it as a bonus.
You got it?
I'll use a superior. I'll do that later. 8d4. And then I will move over to Mary and put my arm on her shoulder and be like,
As you move towards Mary by the most direct path, you bump into a figure.
fuck. I'll just be like, he's right here. And I'll just push past him to Mary. Actually, I don't even need to touch Mary. So, but I said I was walking towards her. So maybe I'll bump into her.
I mean, you get to here, and there is a figure right there.
Okay.
Just invisible.
I'll be like, he's right here. And then I will cast haste on Mary.
Okay, look. That drops bless.
Yep.
But Mary is now hasted.
Her heart surely. It's not good for the heart to do this, I'm sure.
Look, she's used to drinking a shit ton of coffee. I mean, it's just
You just taken
That
like an
times in-
adrenaline shot to the
that
heart.
times
it
infinity.
faded,
Yeah.
And then stabbed again in the heart with adrenaline.
Alright.
And that's my turn.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Because it does have like a conflicting of like her turn should be dead.
I know. It's weird. I don't know if anyone has ever rolled this before.
When the spell ends, the target
I
can't move or
will
take action
roll
until after his wave of lethargy sleeps over it. I'm going to. Well, we'll figure it out on Mary's turn. Yeah.
And then
we'll
oh my god, I healed 12 with these stupid d4s. Oh, I guess plus 8 though.
Oh, that was the 8d4?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too bad. Plus 8.
20.
So 20 total healed. That's your action, bonus action. And you're going to stay there?
Yep.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he's going to use his last legendary action for this round to make an attack against you.
Do it.
That is going to hit with a 29.
Oh yeah. That's good.
And that is going to be 22 points of force damage.
Hey, there goes that little superior.
I need you to make a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
You got it. 13 or 18.
You succeed, maintaining concentration. That is the end of Boone's turn, end of the round, concentration, his legendary actions. Hondo, we come to you. Dressed as a red knight, what do you do?
So, considering I took all that damage, the general must have
Yeah.
said something, realized.
He certainly saw through the charade.
Okay.
Sorry, pal.
What about the other two? Would that mean that they also now...
They witnessed it.
I mean,
You're
their
not-
boss just attacked you.
Yeah, the Steel Wind Strike is a weird one where it's like kind of a flurry of like teleporting striking. So seeing as they're past you, I'd say you're not 100% confident whether they know or not.
Can I just say one thing? I just beg you to not waste this turn talking or not attacking while your friends are dying. That's just something. 150 games. Please save us.
151.
151 games.
Okay,
What are you
okay.
going to do, Hondo?
So I have a question about the... Where's the glyph of warding?
It takes a minute or 10 minutes to cast. It's an
A
out of
minute
combat
or
spell.
10 minutes?
I forget,
Yeah, check it
but
out.
it's not
Oh.
an action.
Yeah, it says casting time 1 hour.
Oh, Jesus. That's
I
a
mean,
preparatory
you can
spell.
get going. You want to
You
just
can
sit
start
tight, start casting?
While your friends die.
I'm sure the general will
Nice.
just leave you to it.
Every round is 6 seconds, so just multiply that, get you an hour. Be great.
It's okay, it's okay. Okay, what I'll do... Where's the general? Sorry.
General is, you're not honestly sure, actually.
Well, Boone just yelled he's right here.
Yeah, in amongst your friends there, but he is invisible.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do. So the guy closest to me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to like grab him like this, and I'm going to be like, the general's in danger. We must do something. And then I'm going to pull my knife out, and I want to...
It's the story.
That is your best, like, cartoon military
good.
voice I have ever heard. That's
That was good
amazing.
VO work.
It was
Straight
a
out
good,
of the
it was a
80s.
good voice.
Agents are looking.
Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay.
Meanwhile, that guy's like, what the fuck just happened?
18.
You do hit
And-
for sure.
I think it's 14 for whisper.
Yeah, you get sneak attack on this because you're technically like 1v1ing him. And in this pseudo mock display, although he knew it wasn't you, It's the other guy who wasn't sure.
Damn. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, wait, no. I forget the positioning. But regardless, you get sneak attack, which is the important part.
2, 3, 6. And then
3d4.
3d4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is pretty good. 38
Oof.
plus, I believe it's 8. Yes, 46.
46. Damn. That's a big hit. Let's see. Yeah, as you just stab into, like, or cutting across the throat beneath the plate. You don't think you got a full clean cut because the plate does like drop down and you got to kind of like lift back the helm. You certainly cut something and he is bleeding. You got blood kind of spurting out at you. However, there's no way these guys are going to buy what you just said because you just literally slit one of their throats. So it's very confusing information you're trying to put forth. However, this guy like grabs up to like try and hold on to his throat, already like looking hurt from the amount of damage you guys have collectively done here. That's your action.
Also, would my disguise gone now?
Nope, you can hold that. Disguise
Okay.
self just lasts for an hour, I think.
I'll hold it. Yeah. I guess then I'll pull out frostbite and I'll.
Okay, go ahead and make a second attack with frostbite.
Okay. Well, clear all these. Okay. 8
Plus frostbite,
is 11.
so
19.
19 does not hit. As you attempt to try and stab into the back plate, the armor is too thick and it's hard to find purchase as it kind of glances off the side. Maybe the lack of like magic to frostbite's kind of duller blade didn't help there, or perhaps these guys just are particularly armored. But unfortunately, no second blow there. Do you hold your position or do you move?
If I take like a step back, does that mean I disengage or am I okay?
You would risk an attack of opportunity.
Oh no, then I'll stay where I am.
Okay. That ends Hondo's turn. Takes us to the General and the Justiciars. The Justiciar you just stabbed wheels around with his shield and tries to batter you with his shield.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
Nope. But
Always nice to ask.
You would if you hit someone who wasn't you. If you hit one of your friends, then yes.
Yeah.
But
that is going to be a 17 to hit. You kind of twirl and dodge out of the way, and as you kind of come back to stand your ground, he like tries to stab through with his longsword against you. That is an 18 to hit.
Nope.
Just tries to stab through, but you just kind of keep dancing and parrying away. As the other guy gets right up on Mary, and you see Mary, the blade kind of glistening with that energy I had talked about earlier as he rushes forward with this blade drawn and attempts to try and cut down into you.
am I still stunned? Would that change?
It's not technically stun. It's not technically stun the condition. You're taken over by you're taken over by a wave of lethargy. It just means you can't take actions. You can't move or take actions. So no actual condition against you. But first strike against you, that's a natural 1. As he just kind of rushes forward, but just the armor kind of shifts and moves, and his like helm kind of comes down over across his face as he raises up and two-hand tries to bring the sword down on you. That's gonna hit with a 27.
Yeah, even with haste. Oh, yeah, that still hit.
This attack has some potency to it.
Great.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
She within 10 feet.
She is... Yes, because you move forward.
Whew. So it's an extra 3?
Yep.
So it's 23 total.
That's a success. You don't take the worst of this extra stuff that was on the blade. However, you do take an additional. Oh, damn! You take 18 points of psychic damage, and the blade damage of 12 points of slashing, and 9 points of radiant.
Ooh, no, guys.
What are you at?
So,
75.
Okay.
and that is going to end his turn.
Mhm.
But the general,
The general
now,
has to go still.
the general in the heat of this pack of you. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a nice little grouping.
Mm-hmm.
You watch. Yeah, it's a nice grouping. He's got to do it. From the middle of your group, he rematerializes once more, standing in place. However, as he rematerializes, he unleashes a breath weapon down onto the ground, but you can see it's not so much a breath weapon as he's just coughing up smoke and poison that
Gross.
fills this space.
Why is he so gross?
This isn't a spell, is it?
It is indeed a spell.
Okay. So here's a question. Do I have a reaction? Or no?
So we will have to resolve this now. He's still going to do it.
Mhm.
So, first haste knocked, you'd fall into lethargy. Second haste would bring you back up out of lethargy, provided you succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Feels right.
Yeah, con save.
I'm going to use Indomitable.
Okay.
So I only rolled a 5 on that. And I just want to make sure I get it. So
Okay.
could really work in my favor. Yeah, that second one's an 18 plus a lot plus Scott's thing. So that's like a 20 lots.
Absolutely. So
I don't want to do
from
math.
from down to back up for the second time, pumping you back up into full gear as that first attack from the Justiciar, you're still dazed, but as the second one pierces into you and it reawakens you, and then you feel the adrenaline burst in as the haste takes over, as from behind you hear this uttering of this infernal casting of a cloud kill spell. You have your reaction.
Yep. I can, if someone casts a spell within 5 feet of me, hit them
Go ahead, make your attack roll.
and get some nice juicy blood on this.
If you hit.
And I probably will with a natural 20.
Oh,
Affliction.
Chop his head off and end it now.
I'm sure I can't chop his head off. He has
Yeah,
5 legendary actions.
so in his current state, you can't.
Yep. Nope.
But you do get the additional 60-10 slashing damage.
Wouldn't
Okay.
that have been-
I needed a real good hit.
I want to
Okay.
point out as well, the 60-10 is not doubled
Yeah, that's fine.
as a part of
60-10?
the... I think it's
Okay.
60-10.
I'm double checking. I just accidentally dropped all my shit everywhere because I got really excited.
Here, you
One
wanted
second.
this thing to be bloody? Guess what? It's going to be bloody.
Yeah.
It fucking worked. It is 68, not 60.
Oh, 68.
That's
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah,
So do I
this...
get-
Go ahead.
Do
Yeah,
I get
absolutely.
sneak or no?
There's 1,000 people around.
Tight. So that's 1d10 plus sneak. I rolled 2 1s on my sneak, but
Okay.
7, 8, 9 plus.
Double to 18.
Yep. 18, and then 60, 10.
68.
68. Yes. Where's my d8? I put it away because I don't.
Is the 18 with your modifier?
No. Add an extra 8. No, sorry. Add an extra 9 to that.
So 27.
Yep.
Okay. And then add the additional 68.
Okay. So that's 4. Plus 4 is 8. Plus 2 is 10. Plus 3, I'm not rolling great, is 13. Plus 1 is 14. There's my 8. So what was it? 14 plus 4? What is that? 22? Right?
14 plus 4?
No, sorry, 14 plus 8.
14 plus 8 is 22, yeah.
22.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Okay, so 22 additional
No,
points.
68, yeah.
Yep. You watched just as he rematerializes and is beginning to breathe out this cloud kill, the wounds that had just been established on him had already resealed. He's already back to full HP after that first kind of tangle with you all. As he lets that guard down just for the moment, just to focus on the expulsion of this magic, his head does kind of bow in a perfectly like ready for an executioner's axe, and you bring down the blade right at the neck and you cut through the jugular. This would be a killing blow. And it doesn't immediately reseal as he coughs and sputters on the own poison that begins to envelop your group here. He grabs at the wound and looks at you with nothing more than murderous rage in his eyes. You deal almost 50 points of damage after the heal, which is key.
Oh, great.
But the cloud kill does happen, and I need everyone to make Constitution saving throws, except Hondo.
Is everyone within 3 feet of me? Or 10 feet?
Within 10 feet? Yes, they are.
So everyone had +3 to this.
Everyone
You
gets
said con?
it is Constitution.
Fuck me. It's not
Is
good
Bless
for
still
me.
up?
No.
Bless is not up because I put haste on
Okay.
you.
Right. 28.
28's a success.
26.
Yep, success.
12.
Failure.
14.
Failure.
Stupid dice cursing me right now.
So, technically, it's at the top of each of your turns that the damage happens. So we don't need to worry about that just yet.
I mean, that's good timing for hasting.
God.
That's his action. And as a bonus action, he's going to disengage.
Cool.
And just get to there. You can't quite interact with the book just yet. Okay. That is his action, bonus action. And like 10 feet of movement. That is all he's going to do for now. End of turn. Mary. At the top of your turn, you suffer... You saved, so you suffer half damage.
Mhm.
What would be 20 to 10 points of poison damage to you.
Okay.
But it's your turn. And you're not concentrating, it's Boone's concentration, so.
Yep.
Books on the floor.
My blade looked nice and shiny with blood.
It is indeed.
I'm stab down at this book.
Stab.
What am I doing? Am I rolling?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll an attack.
Okay. 8 plus 15, 23.
That hits.
Okay.
Don't worry about
Roll
rolling damage.
Okay.
Don't roll damage.
Nope.
Okay.
Damage is kind of unnecessary here.
Yep.
So stressed.
The first strike comes down with the blood on it, and you just pierce in like a stab. And you, even through the cloud of poisonous smoke, the general recoils and is like bearing down for a series of attacks. Go ahead and make your second attack.
Natural 19.
Hits.
Fucking yes.
You twist the blade and you see the leather of the exterior of the binding kind of twist and bend, and there's like a roiling like magic that is beginning to kind of seep out. All around here you begin to hear this rising squeal.
Okay.
Third attack.
Natural 16. Plus 15.
With the final of 3 strikes, you draw the blade out, leaving this like gaping wound, and spinning it 2 hands overhead, you drop down to 1 knee to ensure like maximum strike, and the blade splits the book from top left corner down to bottom right corner, a cross section. It cuts through the binding, it cuts through the open cover, and easily slices through the first half of the book before you wedge down deeper to like 3/4 of this massive tome. The blade cleaves through pages, severing them. And as you kind of draw the blade back up, in a scattering of parchment, it's severed in 2 halves. And at first, you notice the blood is gone from the blade, and you notice the blood is on the book, but the book itself begins to bleed. As in slow motion, pages kind of begin to ignite, slowly just... And in a flurry, a flash, hundreds of pages erupt from the mushroom cloud of flame and ash. You hear hundreds of names shriek into the air. Were there glass in the vicinity, it would shatter. Marble and stone underfoot and across the walls cracks. Until, one by one, the shrieks begin to cease. Until a single remains. Down to 1 knee, the tortured, agonizing roar of this once immortal creature. You watch the last ebbs of immortality slip from the general as he stares aghast, leaving only a mortally wounded creature behind. That carve across his neck from the shard blade will never heal. A wounded predator backed into a corner with nothing left to lose. However, in the ruckus, I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use my last Indomitable.
Fuck on.
I rolled a 5 on the dice, but I don't trust it. Indomitable.
Yeah, everyone gets a 3 except Hondo.
Much better.
Just call him out.
9.
30.
30 is a success, for sure.
Hey.
21 is a failure. 10 is a failure. 28 is a
6.
success. 6 is
Oof.
a failure.
Boys over here, not doing great.
The general succeeds.
Fucking guy.
The 1 Justiciar fails. And both Justiciars fail with a 1 and a 2. Those of you who fail, the shrieking deafens you, and you are considered deafened, as you also suffer not a ton, a little psychic damage. If you've succeeded, you take nothing. Oh wow, actually that little damage turned out to be a decent amount. 16 points of psychic damage to those who failed.
I have it.
It's not technically an attack, so I don't think you can dodge psychic damage. And you are considered deafened.
Damn.
Okay. Mary, that's your
Mhm.
3rd attack. You
Yeah,
are hastened.
I get a bonus action one.
Mhm.
I'll
Well, is it a
just turn-
bonus action, or is it just another?
Sorry. I'll get another attack.
Mm-hmm.
You get an extra action that you can use as a single attack, right?
Yep, and your
extra-
speed is doubled.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll just turn to the general and just say, men always underestimate me. I'm just going to go for another strike against him.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
That's 15 on the dice.
15 on the dice, yeah. That'll
On the
hit.
dice, so 30 total.
Yep, hits.
I'm going to pump a pushing attack into this.
Okay.
And I already got sneak this turn against. No, I haven't got sneak this turn.
Nope.
No.
So I'll do sneak as well.
Yep. Gord is technically within 5 feet of the general.
Great. It's a strength save. Like I'm sure he's going to beat it, but
Oh, right. Let's see. Not great. Turns
Okay.
into a 15.
let me double check. 20 DC. So he gets pushed back 10 feet.
Push back 10. Direct from you.
Mm-hmm. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 points of damage.
Okay.
I have movement, right?
Yeah, you haven't done anything yet.
I'm going to action surge.
Yes!
Book is destroyed.
I could flip this fucking desk. I'm so jacked up.
I'm going to use all my movement to get on the other side of him.
Mm-hmm.
And because I can go fast as fuck. And I'm going to hit him.
Oh, sorry.
Naruto
Yeah,
sprinting
hit
towards
him 3
this
more
fucking
times.
guy.
You got it. Go ahead. Make your attacks.
That's a 12 plus 15.
27 does hit.
Yep. That's a 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
14 plus 15.
Hits.
Let's make this one a menacing attack just for fun.
Okay.
Just for
He
that.
is
that
immune
flare.
to fear, but go ahead.
I know, but I get extra
This
damage.
guy.
Yeah, for sure. Just
I'm
stating.
pissed. 13, 14, 16, 22 points of damage.
22, you got it.
Last attack.
Yep.
A natural 20.
Natural
Was it
what?
a natural 20?
A natural 20.
Okay.
But it's affliction.
The general stands before you, carved at the neck from one side. Mary, you carve at the other side of his neck, and in one smooth swipe, the general's head is removed from its shoulders. The instant it happens, he's in the midst of a series of complex emotions you cannot understand or comprehend. So much surprise, probably, fury, but an odd peace as it thuds deeply into the floor and rolls. The justiciars turn and they begin kind of raising arms, not hoping to continue the fight. The general's body slumps to its knees, then onto its side. Mission accomplished.
Okay, I was planning on trying to get him closer to Alana so she could beat the shit out of him.
So that works. Elena's gonna spit on his decapitated head and go choke on death, you son of a bitch.
Can I take his head and stick it on a sword?
Absolutely. You
To-
pike the head. However, in the moment of surprise, confusion, exultation, the ground is kind of shifted, or the ceiling is shifted and rocked as you're below ground. This battle is won. The head of the snake removed, literally. But whatever is in motion with this weapon doesn't necessarily rely on the general.
We got a mech dragon to fight, guys. We need to get the fuck up. We gotta get out of here.
What are you guys doing?
Is the cloud, the scary cloud thing gone?
There's concentration. Without a head, it's hard to concentrate.
Yeah, Boone will just walk up to the general's body, just like stare at it, take the glaive, and just immediately slash down on the general's arm. Just like move it. Even. Look at the two guards. You two, lead us out of here.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
First one is 25. Next one is 19.
19 total?
Yeah.
Or 25 total, sorry?
Yeah, first one's 25.
They both sheath swords and just kind of nod at attention. You can tell, Mary, you can gather. They are obviously like, they served the general and they had made like a deal with him, but they're quick enough to realize like the coin is not like their ally. The general was their ally. If there's no general, fuck this. And they just immediately just like, you got it, 100%. Like without him, like what's the fucking point? And they just begin just following your lead.
I'll tell them.
Can I turn? Oh yeah, go.
Your general had good chicken, but he was a terrible leader.
The one
It's
just
time
kind
to
of
move on.
just nods, says, look, it wasn't our decision. We're just following orders.
Go
Yeah, well,
spread
your
the
orders
word.
came from something here that just fucked everything up. So whoever gave you orders picked the wrong fucking side. If you're looking to gain any kind of or retribution, avoid any kind of retribution from the lady, you're going to help fix whatever the fuck happened up there. I'm going to start walking.
Wait. By the way, are we still deafened? Because this would be an issue.
For like a minute. So like it's starting to fade.
I'll like grab you, Mary,
You're willing to wait a minute.
before you do it.
Yeah.
Do I have any parchment? Can I reach and grab some parchment somehow?
Actually, yeah, there's a shitload of parchment still from the burning book.
Okay. I'll take one of those pages. I'll just like point to those guys and be like, get the fuck over there. And then I'll turn back to Gord and I'll like raise the parchment and I'll just like mouth in front of him, what's the name?
Gord, do you speak aloud the name?
We don't know if that would fuck anything up, right?
Maybe we can write it down. I don't know. You say it?
You speak it aloud?
Oh, maybe we shouldn't. Have I just made a terrible choice?
Would that give away our... We learned about this, didn't we?
Hmm?
I thought we
Boone
read
didn't.
something about this.
Something about what?
I don't know, about the name, about what would I take to get the name, I don't remember. And what it could fuck up.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff riding around this name. Speaking it aloud, bad idea, as you'll all find out. Gord and Boone. Who else would have been close? Well, we'll just do the two of you. So there's no one else in the immediate conversation.
I'm deaf.
It doesn't matter.
I just wanted the rest of the group to hear it.
Well, if you want everyone to hear it and Gordon speak it loud enough, then everyone suffers the consequences.
I mean, would you shout the name, or it's still kind of a secret? I don't know. It's up to Gord.
Gord, would you have shouted it or whispered it?
Whispered.
Then Boone and Gord. You each instantly suffer 32 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
Okay.
And you each get a flash.
Oh no.
A darkened tower and a red sky. A flame. Just meteors of fireballs falling across the sky. And just the hint of the back of a red-robed, red-skinned, monstrous creature. Black horns that curl up and into sharp points. From behind, standing atop this tower, as if you were like rocketing towards it. And at the last second, just from over the shoulder, just a faintest twitch, the faintest head turn. And just from what you can see, just the twitch of a fanged grin before the pain shocks you and you return to this moment.
I collapse unconscious.
That's fair. You guys just turn back to see Gord and then Boone on the floor.
What the fuck? Fuck, I'll give Boone a potion.
Okay.
I can give. Wait, does Gord need a potion too?
Gordon collapsed there.
Okay.
Gord took 32 hit points, points of psychic damage, but did not collapse.
You can have my superior.
I've got multiple ones too. I've got a greater and a superior.
Do you just want to roll hit points for me, Mary? Or do you want me to do it?
You can do it. I don't have the dice open on D&D Beyond, and I don't feel like doing math. 8d4 plus 8, right?
I rolled 5 ones. Okay, I'm back up at 9 plus 8, so 17.
Okay. You reawaken, but that imagery has shaken you. Gord, it certainly shook you as well, but you've seen some dark shit. I wouldn't presume to say that has really shaken you more than some of the things we've already been through. But it's not good.
What the fuck just happened?
Gord said it. I asked Gord to say the name, and I think he heard it.
Who heard it?
Him. The one
Fuck.
whose name it belongs to.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, we
gotta
have shit to deal
We
with
gotta
in
get out of
between.
here. We gotta get out of here.
You look like shit.
What?
How does everyone actually generally look? We
Yeah,
have to get moving.
We're not in combat, so like you guys can do out of combat action, whatever you're thinking.
Maybe a
But
short
seven?
rest.
Not a short rest. We do not have an hour.
I got 17 health.
I'm at 65.
I'm 16, I think.
You're 16?
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Take
Well,
one
how
of your
long does this-
potions.
How long does this healing staff thing work? Like, that's
Well,
stuff
he
on
already
that card.
used heal.
no,
It's got more charges.
heal is only a single target.
Oh, sorry. He already used Mass Cure Wounds or Healing Word or whatever it is.
Mass Cure Wounds would do a group.
Gord,
Oh,
you could do
so-
Mass Cure
use healing
again.
word. I think I didn't even put the healing word in that I did.
Yeah, I'll do mass cure wounds.
Do you have enough
Okay.
charges?
3d8, I think, plus your spellcasting modifier.
3d8, yeah.
So, as you guys just kind of like mull over it, healing and doing hit points and stuff like that, the justiciars just kind of wait at the exterior of the vault as you collect yourselves. Do you leave the remnants of the book behind?
I say we take it.
Yeah, stuff it in the bag of holding is probably smart.
Take it or burn it?
We'll
It's
stay
already
for now,
kind
we
of
can
like
burn it later.
smoldering, but like yeah, just stashing it in the bag of holding is fine. That'll keep it kind of contained. According to Gord, everyone heals 20.
Oh boy.
Sick.
That'll get everybody in the group. And you have piked the head of the general. You're bringing
That's
that
important.
with you.
Yep, we can use
I'd
that
imagine
to,
that's Hondo's trophy.
And are you
Like,
doing
we can try and
anything with
break
the
their
body?
spirit with it. Yeah. What do we do with the body?
Are you doing anything with the body? You don't have to. I'm just asking.
does he have anything on him? I'm going to check real quick.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sure.
Then we
An
burn the
investigation
body.
check.
Where did we learn about that stupid robot?
Investigation is...
We should burn it in case it reanimates.
Doesn't
It
have a
has no
head,
head.
at least.
so
But
that's...
it could. You guys know full well there are ways to bring bodies back with or without a head.
Gord could bring it back.
15,
I mean, even
20...
to life, but yeah, to also
The
undead.
shard down
29.
machine.
29. Okay.
Yeah.
The general. Oh, I closed his character sheet. The armor the general wears is particularly impressive. It's arcurite and has you notice that his speed was not hindered by high AC. It was particularly tactical in its arcurite as well. So it's certainly worth something. He has a number of like odd things, like kind of about his person, like spell elements that are not purposed for you necessarily. The other thing that he has, I'm trying to remember what it's called so I can search it for you. Nope. There it is. There are a kind of a set of goggles that he kind of had at the top of his head that sometimes wore, like kind of hung around his neck. Didn't necessarily always bring up to the eyes, but they are these kind of red lensed goggles, similar to Mary, your goggles of night. These kind of like relatively thin lenses, but they have an aura of magic about them that is interesting.
Well, I'll grab those.
Take those for sure.
I don't know if we have time to get the armor off this guy, though. That's going to be time consuming.
That'll take a bit.
He's a heavy fucking dude. Oh! I have an idea. Beat a force on his body. He weighs a pound now.
Yeah, but is it still the same size?
Oh yeah, it's not going to fit through the doors, is it? Never mind. That would have been cool.
Let's check it out.
I mean, Alan is also just strong, but you could drag him a little bit.
I can drag him a little bit if need be.
It also technically only captures creatures, not objects.
Never
A dead
mind.
body is no longer a creature.
All right, never mind.
We're both strong. Let's just carry the fucking guy.
Well, do we, like, the armor, I don't even know who would wear it. Because Allie, that's probably going to be too heavy for Allie to wear. And I'm not wearing different armor.
We got allies in the material plane.
I know.
Yeah, you're not sure. You don't know enough about it.
Brawley, you grab his one arm that's still on his body. I can grab his leg. We can just bring this guy out of here.
Like, all else fails, we could bring him somewhere where it's easier to get the armor off him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's drag him out. We killed the general. This will be great to fucking terrify the coin.
Ooh, actually, the arm boon you cut off also has a fun little blasty bit on his wrist.
Great. Take that. Put it in the bag.
So there's 3 items. But yeah, you bring the body. Okay. So is there any other preparations before you guys try to make your way upstairs?
Everyone's still pretty fucking hurt, aren't they?
Yeah. Blasty bit, goggles, armor.
Maybe we go upstairs, we find a safe spot, and then we short rest.
There's a huge robot attacking the city, Hondo. We gotta
We
defeat
can
that
wait.
next.
We really can't.
It's been attacking the city for like what, an hour, 2 hours now? I mean, is another hour gonna
It's been
really
attacking
hurt?
the city for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's not
but I mean,
gonna
like, is
long.
another hour gonna really hurt?
15
Yes.
minutes.
Probably gonna
Yes,
find
it is.
the whole
Also, we
city.
have a friend who's across the city, but it could very easily make it to him in an hour.
I take the chance.
I will.
It's up to you guys.
No.
Healing word. Sorry, I will cure wounds myself.
Okay.
In the meantime. 5 + 3.
How much do you
That's
have,
my last,
Kev?
That's my last first
49.
level.
49. Allie, how are you?
I'm 141 out of 210.
Oof. Cord?
44 of 110.
Okay, if you have potions, fucking take them.
Yeah. I'll down another. Let's like start walking out, but healing ourselves as we're
Yeah.
walking.
No problem. Just at this point, what's been taken is taken. You guys are going to get to the base of like the rising platform. Technically, it would take 2 trips with the justiciars, because that would be too many bodies in the kind
Leave
of
them. You come up after us.
elevator. They do as you say. No leader, and you've successfully intimidated them, and they don't want to tangle with the people who just cut the general's head off. So, with the Predator sight goggles, the general's body with the tactical armor, and the arm with the plasma caster blaster. You guys rise up, and I'm just finishing taking your potion bottles, smashing the fucking glass, last healing spells as the platform raises you up. Another shake and shim as the kind of wall of force around this rising platform kind of shimmers. And in short order, you arrive to a rubble-strewn garrison house. The front-facing wall is utterly destroyed. There's nothing left of it. From the corner where Hondo erupted through as a purple worm, now across through the doors, it is hanging on by bits and pieces, and the side walls are crumbling. You're wading through brick, fallen mercenaries, rebels, Yugoloths, and outside you hear the frenetic sounds of combat and magic well underway. Through the destroyed facade and erupted double doors, you see a war-torn courtyard. The outer wall has been all but reduced to mounds of broken stone. The gates lay bent and twisted inwards. Cavities across the battlefield mark Hondo's path of destruction, as well as smoke that has yet to still clear from the black powder that still smolders and burns across the courtyard. What remains of the smiths stand just outside the exterior holding the garrison. A handful of coin have yet to flee. You can see pockets of the mercenaries establishing makeshift cover and holding their ground out and about in the battlefield. Others you can see in groups lifting stone off their fallen comrades, seeking weapons and any aid they can salvage to get back into the fight. However, center court, amidst the chaos, seemingly almost handling the entire fight single-handedly, you see a rising column of rubble, bodies, and the sleek form of the monstrous machine that is lifted into the air, gathering near 100 feet in the air, this kind of like column of wreckage being held, standing atop a rubble pile. You see hand and staff outstretched, cloak singed, bald head glistening with sweat and blood. Mordenkainen holding about 300-400 pounds of rock and metal and bodies, and the machine by pure magic shaking as his reverse gravity well has captured the middle of the battlefield.
Oh my god.
In an instant, he looks your direction and then turns back with a nod of, "Get the fuck out here, please." The machine, you can see, looks pristine. The exterior of it is still glistening blue steel. At its heart, the burning purple crystal flares against the magic that is holding it aloft. And in what looks like this kind of domed kind of head, you can just faintly see the outlines of a roaring, ferocious, spectral dragon. And that's where we're going to end tonight. A successful assassination of the general.
Oh, Mary, that is
At what cost?
That was
top 3 moment for me, I think.
Yeah.
Kyle
I
describing
legitimately
that
forgot. I forgot that the natural 20 did that. I was just being like, man, I'm going to dump more damage on this.
it was Kyle describing the jugular's cut and that he's gonna die, and that was like an amazing realization.
Yeah.
And then all of us being like, it's affliction, because I thought you said 2 at first. I think Kyle did too. It was like, because you said it so
You said it really
soft.
weird. You said it softly.
I think you were just shocked.
Yeah, I was really shocked. And I
I know.
legitimately forgot about that part. I was just like, ooh, okay, what am I going to dump on this one? I was checking, do I still have maneuvers left? Yes, I do.
And then you were just like, it's a 20. Fuck, I thought, like, I was so worried, what if Gord dies and we lose the knowledge?
Yeah.
I know.
Totally forgot about, this is terrible to say Voldemort's name, he could hear it.